Although you face what seems impossible, your faith will draw him close to you. Enemies seen and unseen, battles feel so very real. Just claim your victory and stand fast in your destiny. Your faith will draw him close to you. He is here. He is near. I can feel him in the atmosphere. If it feels like he's far away, your faith will draw him close to you. Your faith will draw him close to you. He is near. He is here. I can feel him in this atmosphere. If it feels like he's far away, your faith will draw him close to you. So glad your faith can draw him close to you. Just have your faith, it will draw him close to you. It is your faith, it will draw him close to you. Draw him close to you.
Let's go! Yo! This is a message to all believers. We're not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yo! Listen.
Living in a time where people staring in your face.
Yeah.
Problem situations, tragedies are commonplace. Persecution running rampant, it makes you wanna lose your faith. But please don't be discouraged. Just remember he's the way.
Yeah.
Let your light shine. hide it. It's written all over my face. So tell me who else would love me after all the wrong I've done. So don't expect me to keep quiet. I'm about to lose control. Yeah. So it's the light shining. The lightning. The listen. That gave it some soul. The world. It's in here. Hey. Everybody shout. Tell it. Said he's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Say tell it. Say tell it. Prince of Peace. Full of everything. Said no more weeping, no more crying. Said he gave me the victory. I'll tell the world. This joy I have, the world didn't give it. This joy I have.
If you got a little rhythm, move left to right. A new experience, baby, go and hit your stride. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? And when the grooves get good, don't right to left. Shut up, y'all. We got grab the tread. Now who walking? I'm walking. Is you walking? I'm walking. Then stretch and walk it out like you know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Good things. Lord, I love you. So I will trust you. Here I let my fear die. That's why I'm walking. I'm walking. With my eyes can get it right. Don't be my guide. And I'll through the trouble. I don't understand. I will surrender to your plan for me. Don't clap your hands. Everybody, I say please don't fail me now. Don't chase it. Ready? No matter what.
You know your plans you have for me. There's no evil. It's all good things. Lord, I love you. I will trust you. So here I see you die. That's why I'm walking. I'm walking. With my eyes get it right. Wait for me, my God. And even through the trouble, I don't understand. I'll relinquish all my plans.
Good Lord, open up doors. Took me down a path I ain't never been before. Looking at the road, I don't see a lot of space. Guess I gotta drop my load, cause you're picking up the pace. Don't leave me to die, be by my side. I get a little anxious, please be my guide. I got my feet shot, I've been prepping for the moment I would get the green light. So if you see me, I'm rolling like feet. Don't fail me now.
house going.
I'm a walking.
Yeah, I say I am. Can I get a witness?
I'm a walking.
I'm walking.
I'm walking.
Wherever you may lead.
I'm a walking.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Walking by faith. Sing.
I'm walking.
Get grandmama now.
I'm a walking. I'm walking.
Go ahead, get Papa.
I'm a walking. Oh yeah.
I know y'all hear that. I know y'all feel that beat. Hey. Y'all, every time this track come on, I just be like, oh. Good morning to everybody. Y'all, it is Zeke Live in the morning. Hey, hold on, let that beat ride for a minute. Hey. Hold on, let that beat ride for a minute. Let that beat ride for a minute. Oh. Woo. Woo. I'm telling y'all, man, listen. It's a great day. It is Tuesday, April the 8th at 7:35 in the morning. And man, we got a reason to be grateful. We got a reason to be happy. We got a reason to be excited. We got a lot of reasons not to be happy. We got a lot of reasons not to be excited. We got a lot of reasons not to be grateful. But on the flip side of that, we got a lot of reasons to be happy. A lot of reasons to be grateful. A lot of reasons to be excited. So if you just focus on the reasons to be and not the reasons not to be, then you'll feed that, and then that's just what'll happen. You'll end up having it. You'll become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Woo! I just felt that in my own soul. Good morning, y'all. This is Zeke Live in the morning. I am your host, Zeke Locke, the one and only. The only Zeke Locke that I know of. If there's another one, then, you know, we need to meet each other. But I'm your host, Zeke Locke. This is Zeke Live in the morning. I promise y'all, we are a great way to start your day, and we get up every morning doing this because we just love giving some peace and encouragement and some joy to you to start your day. Like I said, it's a lot of reasons to complain, a lot of reasons to be upset, a lot of reasons to be mad and angry and scared and fearful and worried and anxious. A lot of reasons to be all that stuff. But man, just like it's a lot of reasons to be that stuff, it's a lot of reason not to be that stuff. And you talking to somebody who figured that out, man. I went all the way down to the depths. Y'all heard me tell my story, man. I've been down to the depths. Like I wanted to end it all, but man, a shift in thinking will change your whole, it'll just change your whole vibe. It'll change your whole life. So don't focus today. I know it's easier said than done, but I will at least leave you with this. It is possible. It's possible not to be worried. It's possible not to be anxious. It's possible not to be fearful. It's possible not to be scared. It's possible not to be like, it's possible to focus on things that are good. Whatever things are good, whatever things are of good report, whatever things are lovely, whatever things, just think on those things. And I promise you, man, things get better. It changes your thinking. So even on today, be grateful. Say thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. You know, maybe my tradition is thank you, Lord. I believe in Jesus. Y'all know me, but maybe that's not your tradition. Be grateful to the universe, whatever you got to be grateful to. But whatever you do, don't be caught up in your nonsense. I'm not here to preach. I woke up excited. The sun is shining. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. So, but it's real. It's real, man. You can shift your thinking. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Let's do some shout outs here like we always do. Maybe it's this track. Maybe that's what it is. This track got me feeling some kind of way. Just hold on. Turn that up one more time. Then we're going to do some shout outs. Hold on. Wait. Okay. All right. It's over. Come on, y'all can't act like that track ain't hot. Y'all know what? Y'all know who that is on the background of that track doing the ayo, 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 ayo. That's Rich Holmes doing that. Yeah, promise you, that's Rich Holmes. Y'all ain't know he had a voice like that, did you? Huh? Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's do some shout outs right quick. Let's do some shout outs. Let's see. First comment of the day goes to my boy Will Chapman, and he knew he was the first comment. That's you better know it. You better know what you know. That's my boy, y'all. Will C, Westside Willie. Man, that's him right there. First comment of the day over on the YouTube side, and then I put my own comment in there a little bit earlier when the track was going. Where is it at? I had to make sure that y'all know morning to the saints, the ain'ts, and everyone in between. Some of us are saints, some of y'all are ain'ts. And there's a few people that's in between, but we love all of y'all being here. Hey, check this out. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, and I'm experimenting on Twitch now. So yeah, this is a Twitch. This is my Twitch. It doesn't even have a profile picture yet. You see it on there. Yeah, I don't know anything about Twitch, and I haven't had the time this past week just yet to do a whole lot of research into it. So that being said, I'm on Twitch under that name right there, Zeke Locke. But once I learn how to work it, I'll be better on Twitch. But right now, my favorite place, just being honest, my favorite place to watch it is on YouTube. It comes back in stereo. It's just trust me when I say it, okay? Just trust me when I say it. And I would encourage you right there. You can find me Zeke Locke on YouTube. But if you're watching me on Facebook, I love you too. Shout out, to my page. That's my page. You'll see it under Zeke Locke. And many of you might be my friends on Facebook, which is just the name backwards. And those comments don't show up here, so I can't put it on the screen, but it's Lock Zeke. But yeah, so if you ever see that in there, that's who that is, all right? Awesome sauce. And then I got to give a shout out to my own church on this morning, APC Morgan Park, on, as Pastor Bill Ellis would say it, the greatest side of the city, Morgan Park. So yeah, there we go right there. If you ain't doing nothing tonight at 7:30, join this YouTube page right here. This one right here that's on it's backwards, so I gotta remember. There we go, right there. The one that's right there on the screen. Go ahead and like that, comment on that, go ahead and follow that, subscribe to that. Because that's you can catch me there on Sundays at 12:30, every Sunday, 12:30. I think we go live around about 12:45, 1 o'clock, something like that. But at 12:30, my services are in the building right there, APC Morgan Park. And the question was asked, who's walking? That's where the pastor is, Bill Ellis, my pastor, my brother, my friend, my homeboy. Who's walking? Yeah, we was playing the song Who's Walking. And while that's up there, while we've got the song Who's Walking, can I make a reminder to you that we have joined alongside Miss Rhonda on the Rocks, who will be with us today. I told you we got a great show for you. Rhonda on the Rocks, she'll be with us today, and we'll talk a little bit more about this as well. The Rhonda on the Run challenge. I wonder, is anybody doing Rhonda on the Run? I've been doing Rhonda on the Run, and I think maybe that's why I'm even up right now a little bit more sprightly. There's an old word, sprightly. I'm up a little bit more sprightly. Where'd I even pull that from? Where'd I even get that? It's not a word I use. Sprightly? Okay, so here I am a little bit more sprightly. Actually, you know what? It is in my psyche. I just watched the movie Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and I was laughing at Russell Brand. I forgot where he said it, but he said sprightly somewhere, and I just laughed at it, and now I'm saying it. How about that? Okay, maybe it was a prophecy. The Lord was gonna make me more sprightly, because in the mornings I be struggling sometimes. I'm a little more sprightly today, and I think this is why. I've been doing the Rhonda on the Run challenge, and my thing, y'all been hearing me say it for the past few days, my thing has been to try to get some more rest. I don't sleep at night. I don't sleep well. I don't. I really, honestly, I don't. I think I got off, I'm just being a little vulnerable here, but I've been a little bit off in my sleep patterns. And so as a result, I go to sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, it'll be 1 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock PM sometimes, right? Wake up because I fell asleep when I got home. And so then I sleep for some hours, but then you get it? I wake up and I can't get back to sleep. So all through the night. And then finally when I get tired enough to fall asleep,
it's, I don't know, 6:30. Well, okay, I got to be up and give myself 30 minutes. Now I got to be up because we got to be, on live in the morning. And then we got to be on, we got to be doing the thing. And so it makes it rough. So my thing was get more sleep and like to try to regulate my sleep schedule, my sleep pattern, try to get to bed at a better time. Try not to go straight to bed when I get in. Like try not to wear myself out. And then, so this weekend I caught up a little bit more on my sleep. And I think I started that work a little bit. I know that seems a little, maybe like an easy one for some people, but when you're creative, you'll understand this. That's not always the easiest thing. That's like, in the evening time, that's when you get up. That's when you're up. That's when you're most creative. That's when you're writing, because everything is still and calm. And so, just trying to regulate that so I can discipline my time a little bit better. Because a lot of things are on my docket and I need to be successful. We've been talking about faith. And well, faith requires movement and movement requires rest. Otherwise you're going to burn out. I told y'all Saturday, man, I got to the church and we had to be there early and all that. And I sat down, speaking of Morgan Park, I was with Pastor Bill. I was in his office and I sat down and my legs, it was like, I felt it. I don't even know how to explain it other than the feeling when I take like NyQuil. And I was just like, oh snap. Like, it was like my body just in a moment was like, go to bed. I came home. I didn't even make it back to the Kev on Stage concert. I was so exhausted. So it's important to get some rest. And that's why we're doing this Rhonda on the Run challenge. I know I'm sticking there for a minute, but I really want y'all to join that right there. Rhonda on the Run with Rhonda on the Rocks. We're doing that all month long. And hopefully it'll create the kind of habits that keep you going. Cool. Let's do some more. Where we at? Oh, there we go. Let's do some more shout outs real quick. We got to get some more shout outs. Look at this. See, this is why I ain't been on Twitch yet, because I got to learn it, because you get stuff like this. You get stuff like this, right? Like shout out to the robots that follow me on Twitch for the first time. They telling me I can get some cheap viewers on. I'm not going to say their name because they didn't pay me to. Shout out to Brony Cat. It's our girl, Brony Cat. Y'all know she's there. Matter of fact, here's our comment, the church lady announcement. Welcome to, I love it. Welcome to Zeke Live in the Morning with host Zeke Locke and co-host Eric Rideout and Richard Holmes. Grab your morning beverage and get ready to start your day. I cannot read. Get ready to start your day. Stay locked and loaded with Zeke Live. Come on, new sayings, locked and loaded. Yeah, okay, stay locked and loaded. I like that. Okay, there we go. Y'all lock stars, y'all are doing it for me. And then shout out right here to our man's Jeremy Keys. He is on with us. Must probably on your way to work or so, huh, bro? Y'all be safe. You be safe out there. Be blessed on the job and all of that. And on the ride, he says he rides with us every morning, so you know. And then here's the one right here. Y'all got to make sure to put love and hearts and all that stuff, because that's Mama. That's Eric's mama right there. So we love her. That's one of the mamas of the show. That's one of the actual mothers of the show. Now, I got a lot of mothers. That's when my mother was here to visit last weekend at the church. When I was like bringing her up, I said to the church, I said, now I know I got a lot of mothers. I gave them a shout. I said, okay, all my mothers, all my mamas, raise your hand. Just wave your hands at me. whole church of mothers raising their hands. And I said, all right, I love all of y'all, but I got an actual mother, an actual woman who actually birthed me. And she's here today. Everybody got a kick out of that one. So I'm saying that about Eric's mama, Mrs. JP Rideout. That is his actual mama. I know we got a lot of people we call mama on the show, but that's an actual mama of the show. So y'all give her love and hearts, and y'all know the show ain't closed out. Turn that light up a little bit. Y'all know the show ain't closed out unless mama say we had a good show. So that's, we always be looking for that comment. And then look who's here with us. It is Miss Rhonda on the Rocks. See, come on, feet don't fail me now. Y'all, listen, I put that one up there, and she's going to be with us a little bit later on, and she gave us a good clip to go over. Today, y'all know she's got the tea, so you got to make sure to get your beverage for that. So that's the first thing I'll say. Make sure at some point you get your beverage. I got water this morning. My wife said she's going to go get me coffee. We had to get a new coffee pot, so she's got to go around the corner to Dunkin' Donuts and grab me a coffee. She said she's going to do that for me. So hopefully she can hear me saying that I want my coffee from Dunkin' Donuts because I'm ready for it. If y'all see a hand come here and just, you know who it was and why. Because she's still asleep. Anyways, yeah. So get your favorite drink, get your juice, we're doing healthy. We're doing Rhonda on the Run, so maybe healthy. I don't know, but some of y'all might need a mimosa because it's only Tuesday and you done already had a long week. I don't know, but nonetheless, she'll be on later on doing Rhonda on the Rocks with a really great clip. But she put in this comment, "Feet don't fail me now," and yeah, feet don't fail him now. I just realized that said feet don't fail him now. Listen. listen, that song, I know y'all heard it, I'm Walking. Y'all heard Pastor Bill, I think it was him that said it. He said, yeah, it was him. He said that song is the perfect tempo for taking a walk. And it really is. I designed it that way. And so while we're doing the Rhonda on the Run challenge, that's a way, go grab my song. Go grab my song, I'm Walking. It's on all streaming platforms, iTunes, what else is there out there? Spotify. I should know these, like, YouTube, I guess. Where else will I find these songs? Who else streams songs? Amazon, whatever else is out there, wherever you can stream music, just go stream it. It's out there. I think you'd even pick it up like on TikTok and other stuff like that. So, yeah. That I should know where my music is. All I know is to tell y'all to go search Zeke Locke and the New Experience. It's a good tempo, and I'm not just pushing my song. I am pushing my song. It's my show, But it's a good tempo. It's a great tempo to be able to take a walk. Like I said, we're doing the Rhonda on the Run challenge with Rhonda on the Rocks. And so it's a good tempo just to take a walk around the block a few times. Play it 3 or 4 times and just take a walk while you're on it. That's a short walk. The song is only 3 and some change, like 3:30, 3:40, something like that. So, if you take 4 of those, you haven't even walked 15 minutes if you play it that many times. And just loop around the block. And while you're doing it, take heed to the words of the song, because we're doing Rhonda on the Rocks. Rhonda on the Run. That's for our physical health. So we're doing something physically healthy. But the song is actually saying something about it. We've been talking a lot about faith and other stuff like that on the show, talking about faith, other stuff like that. So, Feet Don't Fail Me Now is a call to the lyrics of the song, which say, your plans you have for me. So y'all know the plans you've been putting together. Y'all know what y'all been working on. Y'all know what y'all been praying and asking God for. So there go a little bit of a theme song, my gift to you. There you go. All right, so it works on your spiritual health and your faith side. Rhonda on the Run challenge to help your physical health. We gonna get, as my church will call it, we gonna get holy healthy. You see what I'm saying? We're getting mentally right. We did a whole thing for the last 2 weeks about mental health. All of that stuff has an impact on that. Listen, we're going to do it together. We're going to do it together because, the sun is coming out. It's shining. It's still a little cold this week in the Chicago area, but it's that season. And I know some of us want to get our beach bodies together, me being some of us. We want to get our beach bodies together. We want to get our summer bodies together. And I'm saying it's more than that, man. This is going to get your mental body together. This is going to get your overall, your breathing. It's going to get that together. It's going to get your flexibility, your nimbleness. There's another old word. I'm feeling sprightly. The next thing I need to feel is nimble. See how many old words we can get in this live cast this morning. Sprightly, I feel a little more sprightly, but I'm not as nimble as I should be. I had a little pull right there that I kind of feel. So, we got to get out there. We got to get moving. And that's what this is all about. That's the Rhonda on the Run challenge. So go ahead and pick up that, that I'm Walking song. Matter of fact, I think that at the break, and I don't even got it loaded up. I got other stuff loaded up. Okay, if I got it loaded up, if I got it somewhere, I might just play it because, yeah, that would be a good. Matter of fact, I think it's in the back. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because we're talking about it. And I'm going to do a few more shout outs, and then we are going to take a music break and then come back with some cool hot topics. Let's see here. Wait, y'all. Hold on. I know we got it. I know we got that. There you go, right there. Boom. All right. There it is. We're going to play it in the background. There you go. Yeah. All right, cool. We're going to play it in the background. All right, so it's a good, it's a good walking tempo. Get your mental health together, all right? Get your physical health together. All right, there we go. Look at this. Everybody's putting all the stuff in there. Rhonda says, join us. Yeah. Here's all the places where you can get this song: Apple Music, Google Play. I ain't thought about none of this stuff. And speaking of that right there, it is Miss Jamaica Lachey, who also you will hear on that song. Let me turn that down a little bit. It's jamming too much in my ear. Miss Jamaica Lachey, who you also hear on this song. She's the one that's doing the rap. And then there's my little brother and friend, Jason Jones. He's singing on the second verse. Listen, I'm telling you, look, there's Rhonda right there. Like, it's a good tempo. It's just, like, it's not too fast. Like, it gives you a chance just to walk and pace yourself. I'm not even kidding, man. Like, I designed it that way on purpose. It was designed that way. So take advantage of that. Like, that's what we're doing over here on Zeke Live in the morning, man. That's what we're doing. Yeah? All right, y'all. Let's see here. We got a good show lined up for today. We got Rhonda on the Rocks. Speaking of Rhonda on the Rocks, I just saw this come across. Thank you. Oh, thank you. How they say it? Thank you. That's so lame. That is so lame. We got a good show coming up for us today, y'all. It's going to be a great show. We got Rhonda on the Rocks coming on a little bit later on. Like I said, she's got a great video that she has shared, and we're going to go over that. We're going to toast the tea, so make sure you got your favorite drink. I got water right now until somebody gets me some coffee. Y'all see that hand come in. Get your tea, get your whatever. We're going to toast, and we're going to sip the tea, and we're going to deal with a certified yapper. We're going to yap the real with Miss Rhonda on the Rocks. And then we've got a special musical guest, Miss Tara Jones. Eric has her calling her Tara Jones, but I'm telling y'all that is not her name. Her name is Tara Jones. And hold on, wait, before I go on with that, I almost forgot the Instagram side. I'm looking at it and still forgot. Mama is on Instagram this morning with us, y'all. Y'all give a hey mama. Y'all know that's what we call her. That's mama. Y'all give her. She's on set. Let's see, or is she in the garden? Let's see. I'm back home. She's back home today planting tomatoes today. See, she's out there in the garden getting her mental health, her physical health. Mama's out there in Texas getting it on. Getting her tomatoes planted, right? Getting her Texas planted. Getting her tomatoes and stuff planted. So she gonna play the song I'm Walking. There it goes. See? All this stuff. See how it all goes together? We doing it together, y'all. We growing together. That's what this Lockstar family is like. Getting up in the morning and starting with some positivity and getting the day going like that. And then let's see here. There's Mr. Eric Rideout right there, y'all. Y'all know he's traveling. He may be in, he may not be in. We'll know. We'll see what happens with that. So there he is right there. And let me put this up there. Yep. I have my hibiscus tea because I don't have creamer. So no coffee for me until the weekend. I hear you. I told y'all I actually stopped with the cream and the sugar in my coffee. I told y'all I actually stopped with it because of a church fast that we had done. We did this church fast. And I cut out sugar, and I cut out, I think I actually cut out, no, I didn't cut out milk. I didn't cut out dairy. I did not cut that out. But I cut out sugar, I cut out bread, and I cut out fried foods. So I cut those things out, and I haven't picked them back up in my coffee since, honestly. Like I said, I realized there was so much sugar in the creamer I had, and those were the flavored ones that I liked. And so I cut those out. I did it cold turkey, cold shoulder, and there we go. So yeah, that's what happened. All right, so Eric said he'll be on at 8:30. Cool. Y'all know he's traveling this morning, so he'll be on 8:30 our time. Cool. And then look at this real quick. This is my girl Janine Piglet. Hey girl, what's up? Good morning to you. Like I said, we got Miss Tara Jones. She'll be on as well and talking about her music. Y'all know she was supposed to be on last week, and that was our mistake. We dropped the ball on our side, didn't get her the link and all that stuff like that. So we apologize to her for that, and she so graciously said she'd be on today. So she's gonna come on today, and we got some of her music as well, so you can hear that. And so, man, listen, I'm excited. Let's see here. Let's do this. It is 7:58. Again, you are on Zeke Live in the morning. I told y'all we are a great way to start your day. Look here. Mama says that she drinks hibiscus tea also. helps keep that blood pressure down. So there's a tip, y'all. There's a tip. If you need to get your blood pressure down, hibiscus tea is good for that. That's what Mama just said, so I gotta believe it. There you go. So hibiscus tea helps to keep the blood pressure down. So that's one of the things we struggle with in our community, isn't it? Blood pressure. That's why you want to be moving. That's why you want to be. So you do want to find things that are good for that. I have heard that hibiscus tea is good for that. Also, don't get me wrong, beets. But I don't like beets. So but beets is supposed to be like good for your blood or whatever as well. Like the redness of the beets, I guess. I don't know. I just don't take that and make a clip out of that. Zeke said the redness of the beets makes your blood good. Like, no. No. But I have heard beets are really good for that. So if you eat beets, who is it that makes it? I'm trying to think. Maybe it's Naked. The Naked Shakes. They have one that's like it's got like blueberry and beets and some other stuff. It's got, so if you don't want to go chopping up beets and making beet juice and all that, then there's one for you. You can get it from Naked. They did not pay me to say that. I'm just telling you what it is. But speaking of people who have given money and paid for us, I feel like my lips all dry. Y'all ain't telling me nothing. I feel like I feel like it's Naked though. Like, I will say that. Let me finish that thought out. Naked, it's like shakes. They do like the fruit juices, like all juice or whatever. And I'm not saying drink them all the time or whatever, but like if you need just something, that's red, that you could drink, that's a good one. They make it with beets and all that stuff in it. It's decent. It's still got a very beetsy flavor. Like, beets is a strong flavor. I can't stand beets, but sometimes I get that and just down it, just like shoot it. It's like, it's kind of hard in that sense. So, so I will say, yeah, that's a good one to try out. Let's see here. There we go. All right. So yeah, that's a good one to try out. Anyways, we got Miss Tara Jones coming on today. We've got I was in a thought and I forgot what it was at this point, but we got Miss Tara Jones coming on today. We got Rhonda on the Rocks today, and we've got Eric coming on a little bit later. He said it's a good day. There's I'm Walking in the background, but let's do this. Let us take a music break. And I'm trying to find it. This one I told you I need a producer. Now I done put out there some other stuff. I need a producer to help me like running all these buttons. Y'all see how my mind be all over the place? Y'all be seeing me looking up, then looking over here and moving something around here and typing and all while I'm talking. So thoughts be just in my head, out of my head. I'm all over the place. So those of y'all who ain't never run your own podcast, live cast, or nothing else like that, that's pretty much how it goes. You just all over the place. Just I know the thought that I was gonna make though. Speaking of people who paid for stuff, got to give a shout out to LAH Entertainment. Y'all been hearing us talk about them. They're going to be on sometime this month. At some point they'll be on. They're busy working on projects and stuff like that, but they work on movies, books. They're working on a series right now. You heard Rich talk about the casting call that's going on. So shout out to them. They covered the expenses. So we want to just say thank you. They covered the expenses of what it costs to do this live cast. I told y'all it's not free. It's like $35, $36 a week. A week, man. A week. And, to be able to go live on all these different platforms simultaneously. Now, I could go live on Facebook, but that would just be me on my phone doing it. Like, I wanted to do something. I'm Zeke Locke. I always want to do stuff bigger than what it has to be. So I wanted graphics in the background. I wanted my own, I wanted it to look a certain way. I wanted it to feel a certain way. I wanted to be able to run music and play video. I wanted to stream on Instagram because I'm never on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. So why not knock them all out at once? So I got StreamYard. Well, that costs money to do that. It costs $36. So thank you so much to LAH Entertainment for covering that. We put it out there that we needed sponsors, and I was just trying to get up and go live in the morning. I didn't have a structure to even receive sponsorship money and all that. I was thinking about it in the sense of, oh yeah, just give a donation if you want. We going live and all that. And Rich was like, hold on, man, wait, pump the brakes, pump the brakes. That's why you need people who understand business in your corner. My business manager said, hold on, pump the brakes. You might have something on your hands here that you can really turn into something. And that's, why we said, okay, wait, all right, we're going to have actual sponsors. We're going to have actual sponsors, actual businesses. And so, you know, we shout out those who donated and all that, but then we said, wait, pump the brakes. Let's do it the right way. And so, you know, LAH Entertainment, though, they covered the cost of the StreamYard and all that. So we give a major thank you and shout out to them. But we'll have a way. I told you we're pumping the brakes on some of the other sponsorships until we get some business things together. And that's what we're working on throughout this month, so that by the time we get into May, we can kind of roll that out and actually ask for and solicit sponsorships for the show. So that's what's going on with that. So I do thank y'all that have reached out and said, yo, I want to sponsor. We got you on the list. We gon', you know, we'll reach back out to you. We'll have somebody who does all of that who'll reach out. We putting it together, man. We putting together a whole thing over here. Y'all see we got Rhonda on the Rocks every Tuesday and Friday. That's an amazing thing. That was something when I saw what she was doing. I said, yeah, I got to get my girl Rhonda on here. And she was so gracious to oblige. Like, you know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So thank you to LAH, though, because we wouldn't be able to do none of that if it weren't for being able to be on a platform like StreamYard. And I know I talk about StreamYard all the time. I give them a hard time sometimes. I know. I get it. But nonetheless, it gives me the ability to do all the things at one time. So I want to thank, you know, LAH Entertainment for that. And then also, since we're on it, about being able to get involved in movies. Y'all saw yesterday. I can't talk. Y'all saw yesterday when Rich was out with his brother, who is the rapper Relentless, who is, I actually think, a great Christian hip hop artist. Like when Christian rap was whack, like he was out there doing like battle rap style stuff, and like he was killing the game. So he's been out for a long time. Rich's brother, Relentless, he was somebody who's been in this game a lot longer than I have, to be honest with you. And so, you know, I look up to him in that. But he's doing a movie, right? And that's what y'all saw Rich on set yesterday doing. And so he put it out there, and I'm sure he'll talk about this a little later. But he put out there that they're doing I think he said it was a club scene or something like that, kind of a chill out vibe or something like that. I think it's on Thursday though. So if you're interested in getting in a if you're interested in getting in a movie, then hit up Rich. He'll give up some information a little bit later on in like the 9:30-ish hour, around about 9:30. He'll give some information about how you can get involved in that if you want to be around a movie set. Listen, we was talking about this yesterday, and me and Rich got on the phone and was even talking about it some. That's why it's good to have good friends who are on the same trajectory as you. And then we got to go to music break, but I keep saying that, but we were talking about it, and it's good to have people around you who are on the same page, because when you go into a room, you got to learn. We talked about this yesterday. You got to learn the room. You got to learn what's going on. And sometimes God opens up these doors and these opportunities for you to be around. You know, Eric was taking a lot of folks, for an example, to different stuff like the Stellars, like these major events, or Gospel Superfest, or I don't know, like these big events that had a lot of big name artists and big audiences and these kinds of things. He was taking folks down there to like help out, though they were volunteering and helping out. The thing is, if you was of a mindset to do that stuff yourself, you were paying attention to everything in the room. You're paying attention to everything that's going on in the room and learning it for yourself, because you know that one day you're going to do it. And so, I'm saying that to say, there's this movie opportunity that Rich was talking about that's going to be going on. And so if you want to be part of that, if you're in the Chicago area, Relentless is shooting a movie, and you will have the opportunity to be around that set. There's some scenes that's coming up. So look out for Rich to mention that a little bit later on. All right, cool. Look here real quick. Let's give a shout out to my man's JR. What's up, JR? That's Willie L. Jordan. Shout out to him. And then shout out to our man John Johnson, who wants y'all to know to be ye also ready. Because opportunities come up, man. So be ready. Opportunities come up. And you know, you got to take advantage of those different opportunities. And that's what we one of the things that we did say we wanted to do in the morning. If we was gonna get up every morning and get people started on their day, it's one thing to talk about faith. Now I'm about to pray this for somebody, and then I'm for real going to a music break. I'm loading it up. Marcus McFarland, like my guy. But here's the thing right here, man. We can talk about faith all day, but then I changed my prayer to be, all right, Lord, don't just give us conversations that's about it, but help us to live it out. I don't want to talk about nothing I ain't experiencing for myself. Like, I ain't here to preach theology to nobody. I ain't here to tell you a bunch of dogma. I ain't here to get you on that. I'm just talking life experiences. And if what I've lived is a testimony, then that's what I'll talk about. But, you know, if I ain't never lived it, then I ain't got it to talk about it. So if we're going to talk about faith, then all right, I want to be able to do more than just talk about it. Talk about what God's gonna do. God's gonna do it for you. Just jump 3 times and say, you ain't never heard me even say that on here. No. We talk about practical stuff. We talked about, like, how do you practically get to it? It's one thing to talk about God gonna do it. It's another thing to put a plan together and do it and let God guide your steps. Those are 2 completely different things. And so that's why we bring that to the stage in that way every morning. And so my prayer has been, Lord, help me to live out what we're talking about so that it'll be real when I'm saying it. And then help my people who are on with me every morning to, you know, fulfill the same things, so that they'll be able to testify back to me. To testify back to me, so that when I'm feeling low, I got somebody I can go to. And when they feeling low, at least they know they can wake up every morning, 7:30 in the morning, and find Zeke live, because we'll be talking about something that will encourage and help them. So that's what this show is all about. And I definitely appreciate you. Like my boy Will just said, faith without works, bro. Faith without works. Gotta have works to those faith. And Mama said it over here on Instagram. After prayer, get up off those knees and get that hustle on. Oh, hold on. Where my phone at? Hold on. Let me screenshot that. Mama, I just might owe you a writing credit for that. Hold on. That sounds like old James Brown lyric right there. Maybe it is. I don't know. After prayer, get up off those knees and get that hustle on. Oh, get up off of those knees and get that hustle on. You gotta make sure to gospelize that, because somebody gonna think that's about something else. And then let me do this real quick. A shout out. And shout out Miss Rita Renee Miller. That's my sister. We're going to give her a shout out. And then a shout out to my Aunt Kathy. That is the Pastor Trafina McEastland. And I look at you, done put it in there and everything. I love you, Auntie. I love you so much. I told you I saw my auntie last weekend. It just did my heart so good to sit there with her and my parents. And we were just all together in there. So that was so good. Let's see here. You know what? I had a whole other thing loaded up, Jamaica Lachey. I think so. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to get that other song loaded up. She just put a lyric in here from her song that we've been playing. We're talking about some having faith and praying. I'm going to need you to say less, pray more. But then she follows it up with the tagline right there. Y'all see it, and add some work to the promise. So this is what I'm going to do. And then check this out right here, Mama, I got to pass the comments from Facebook to Instagram, because we can't put the Instagram stuff up, so I got to share the comments so y'all can see each other. Mama, the J.R. said, preach, Mama. But you talking about get up after prayer, get up off those knees and get that hustle on. That's a line for the books right there. This is what we're going to do. We're going to play 2 songs. I'm going to play Marcus McFarland, Like My God, and then I'm going to close it on Jamaica Lachey. Not close the broadcast. Y'all know what I mean, though. We're going to do 2 songs, Like My God by Marcus McFarland, and I'm going to play Say Less by Jamaica Lachey, because we talking about all of that. Mama done gave us a line. Jamaica Lachey done gave us a song. So we in there, y'all. We look at us. We having praise and worship. We having preaching. We having testimony service. We're doing it all. There it goes. Marcus McFarland, Like My God.
make the moon shine tonight. Yeah, call every star by name as they light up the sky. Tell me who's the one that will show up. Every single prayer that you send up, the only one that can be all you need. He's the only one that can save you. Let me introduce you to my Savior. Let me feel the game. Ain't nobody greater, ain't nobody greater, no. No, there ain't nobody like my God. There's no problem that He cannot solve. No, there ain't nobody. There ain't nobody. There ain't nobody like my God. Ain't nobody like God. Ain't nobody like God. Ain't nobody like God. Ain't nobody like my God. Now let me tell you who can turn a water into wine, telling the lame to walk, giving sight to the blind. Tell me who's the one that's the healer, set the captives free, a redeemer. He is the only one that can be all you need. He's the only one that can save you. Savior. Oh, undefeated, He's the King. Ain't nobody greater.
Nobody like it, no.
There's no one like Him, no. No, there ain't nobody like Him, my God. There's no problem that He cannot solve. Yeah, you all know Him. There ain't nobody like Him. There ain't nobody. There ain't nobody like my God. Nobody like my God. Ain't nobody doing it like. Ain't nobody moving it like. Ain't nobody like my God. He's the only one that can save you. No, ain't nobody like my God.
I'ma need you to say less, pray more. 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 And that's a more to the promise. Stuck in the lines, they tell when you cry, complaining and waving on low his eyes. Silver and gold have I not, but I serve you this knowledge is straight out the pot. Yeah, you should be thankful for what He's done. Praising His name, you already won. Second to no man, get with the program. God is the source for your overcome. Yeah, my Lord is the source for your overcome. Yeah, with Christ the source shall overcome. Yeah, the battle's already won. My Lord is your overcome. I'ma need you to work. Rejection, it was flexing, but I had to keep on stepping. Stop the talk once was a weapon. Still holding on, but I'm praying more. God is no fable, he raised the score. Smaller lessons learned. Source is the way I further this journey. Please give me your attention, they just listen, he's the truth. The only one who knows and recognize the real you. So if you feel me, if you with me, if this resonate with you, stop the playing, no more gaming, have some work. And that's some work to the promise. Sing, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Sing, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. Say oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Say oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And if you feel me, if you're with me, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. One more time, if you feel me, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. To the promise. Have some work. Have some work.
Hey, we're back. We're back. Man, those two amazing songs right there. I love both of those songs. That's Marcus McFarlane, Like My God, featuring Eric Dawkins, super producer and amazing singer. Some of y'all might remember Dawkins and Dawkins, which I think they got like a new project they just did or at some point did or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, that's who that was that you saw singing with him. And so that's my brother, my friend, Mr. Marcus, Reverend Dr. Elder Mac, Marcus McFarlane. And then y'all heard the one I decided to add later on, which was Jamaica Lachey. I'ma need you to say less. Pray more. And then y'all see what Brony Cat put up there on the comments. She said this some grown folks Jesus music. Like Jamaica, you out here making grown folks Jesus music, and I think I know why she's I think I know why she's making grown folks Jesus music, because her husband just came on here and she wants her husband to know happy birthday, husband. Who's her husband? Her husband is DJ Red. Y'all do me a favor, everybody, do me a favor. Go and give DJ Red some happy birthday wishes. We've been talking about it, man. He gonna come on the show. We've been talking about it. We ain't had an official conversation yet. I just been saying it over and over again on the show. That we gonna have him on to do like a DJ set. We'll do like a day where we do like a DJ set or something like that. And he said he's open to it. So we ain't had an official conversation to set it up yet. But one day we gonna do it, because we just need to dance today. But for today, y'all wish him some great happy birthday love, man. Give him some happy birthday love. Give him some love. Right there, DJ Red. That's Jamaica Lachey's hubby and baby daddy. That's Jamaica Lachey's baby daddy. So y'all wish her baby daddy some love and some happy birthday. Mama put the hearts on the screen, Red. That's over on Instagram. Y'all wish him a happy birthday. We love you, and we wish that today is going to be, we hope and pray that today is going to be an amazing, awesome, and great day, and that you get all the things that you're looking for, that you tell Jesus what you want and he going to give it to you. Jesus is on the main line. You just call him up and tell him what you want, and he'll answer like Santa Claus. I'm just messing. No, happy birthday, bro. I love you. I appreciate you. Everything that you do all the time. Definitely. I hope today is an amazing day. Look, there's some birthday love that's coming in right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's Rita giving you some birthday love. All right, y'all. It is, let's see here. Oh, Lord. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm reading something here. All right, y'all. All right. We out of here. Yeah, Mama said have a happy birthday, and she said, amen, tell him what you want. Tell Jesus what you want, and he gonna give it to you for your birthday. So just let the Lord know that you in the birthday line. And let me stop for the Lord slap me in the head. Uh-oh. Look at this right here. And this is why we get on in the morning and try to give good, positive vibes through the screen all day. Why? Because she said, send prayers too. This job today is not helping my day. Laughing but serious. Like, yeah, job will wear you out. So y'all send positive vibes and love and all of that stuff like that. It's DJ Red. All right, y'all. Guess who's here with me? Let's see here. I got Rhonda on the Rocks with me. I know Eric is in the background. And let's see here. We ain't gonna hold Rhonda on the Rocks real long today because she just told me she, not feeling the best. And so, but look what she did. She still got up and got on. So we're gonna get her on momentarily here. And man, I'm just excited. But I've got to ask y'all a question. Man, I ask y'all this question every single day. Jamaica, sorry, look. See, I'm looking at too many things at once. I start one comment, and then that comes up. Look at that. Boo job, but yay job too, because job also makes sure we got money. So, yeah, I gotta ask y'all this question I ask every day. Are you subscribed? Right there. Are you subscribed? Are you following? Oh, look at it. I'm lining up a little bit better. YouTube, Facebook, and IG. Yeah, I don't know if y'all notice or not, but this is backwards. Like, y'all shouldn't see my shirt going the right way, but it is. So that's what's going on. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So it's confusing to do this. But are you following? Are you subscribed? Are you doing all that stuff? Do that stuff. Because that's how you'll be able to know when we are live and when we've gone live every morning at 7:30. It'll give you a notification. Zeke's gone live. So do that, and then you can jump on, and it will be an amazing day for you. Just like we're praying for Red today at the job. And I know he ain't the only one. That's got, job stuff. Y'all got it too. So we want to make sure we're praying for each other in that regard. Let's do this because if my friend is ready back there, I know she said she, we ain't gonna make her stay too long. We're gonna let her rest up and heal up because we're doing Rhonda on the Run, and part of Rhonda on the Run is to feel better and do better and get better. Let's see here. Eric, you want to be on for this one too? Let's get you on here too. Yeah, since you in the car. I know you moving around. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do it the right way. Y'all know how we got to do it. We do it like this right here. When you hear this sound. Oh, what'd I do with my drink? Oh, here it is. There you go. Hey. Hey. Oh. Not me losing my stuff. There we go. There she is. I'll bring Eric on too. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Rhonda on the Rocks. Aw, how you feeling, girl?
Ooh.
Yeah.
The girl
I
is
know.
down bad.
Yeah, I see.
God.
I see. Yeah.
Oh man, how are you?
Not too bad. I've been doing my Rhonda on the Run. I've been doing my Rhonda on the Run challenge, trying to get more rest, and I feel a little bit better. I'm still a little tired. I still got that. Hopefully my wife get back soon. I see she left already to get my coffee, but God, like I'm struggling over here, y'all. But no, I'm doing a little bit better. Like I thank you for even the challenge to do that. The whole Rhonda on the Run thing. Yeah, it's been good.
It's so funny. I haven't been like sick, like had a cold or anything, probably since COVID. So this is so random.
Oh, yeah.
But I have my Rhonda on the Rocks.
Hey, and you sent me the address to be able to get merch, and so I can copy and paste that at some point to put that on there. I gotta get me some merch, so now that you give me the link, I can jump on there and get me a Rhonda on the Rocks cup or mug, so I don't have to use my Santa Claus mug. yeah, absolute.
A cup, a mug, this hat. You can't really see it because of the lighting, but it's certified yapper.
Come on, merch. Hey, I gotta get my merch. I gotta get my merch game up.
Yeah, get your merch game up.
Let me get my merch game up so I can, I can wear my stuff when you got your stuff like this.
Yeah, and it's nice to see people like sporting your brand. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of my friends have bought stuff, and then people who are just fans of mine that like live out of state or whatever, they bought stuff, and when they post it, I'd be like, oh my God, so sweet. I love it. So get you some merch.
Feel it. I feel it. Yeah. But let's dive into this. And E, how you doing while I'm pulling this stuff up? We're going to dive into it because we ain't going to make Rhonda stay long because we want you to get
I
healthy.
Jumped on because I know we don't have much time. I know Tara was calling in, 8:30, and then she got to go to work still.
Yeah, we all in. Yeah. We all working and stuff. Freezing. And Rhonda, where you at? You in Detroit?
Is this win is official, like a referee with a whistle out here. It is cold.
Well, in Chicago, it's beautiful. Actually, it's quite wonderful.
I know.
Actually, it's a little chilly though. The wind was blowing yesterday, and it's not.
It snowed out here, but the snow is melted.
Yeah.
But not to tie you up, because I know she got to go, and I know the other.
Well, we just want Rhonda to get healthy. We want Rhonda. Rhonda, I was gonna have you stay on, but I don't even want you to have to stay on too long.
For a little bit, we'll see. Let's get going.
Yeah. I want you to feel
gives
good.
Me energy.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see.
All right, y'all. Let's see it. So I got the. I did it again. There we go.
Hey.
All right, there we go. We back. All right, y'all. Let's get this loaded up right here. So, Rhonda, you sent this clip in to us, and I think that it was a good one. You even said, "Man, is it too controversial?" And I said, "No, I don't think so. I think it's all right." So
I would love, if you don't mind. I know this is your show, but
no, go ahead.
If you don't mind, I would love to hear you and Eric's opinions first.
Ooh.
And then I will share my opinion. But because you guys are men, this is a woman talking. I would love to hear your opinion first, and then I'll go from there. Is that okay?
I bet. Yeah, sure. Here it goes, y'all. I think
girl who a man really wants. And men are not like us. They're not going to waste their time and kind of play these games. Men are very direct. Yep. So if he is like, I just don't know if we're really compatible, believe him. Well, I mean, he kind of treats me like this, but he says that he girl, go by how he treats you. Right. And even if he's treating you a certain way, but he's telling you a certain way, if you don't like the way you're being treated, leave. What I've been learning just through working on myself is you actually don't have to suffer through anything. If you're sitting in a situation where the guy might be nice, but your needs aren't
preaching
met
to somebody. Somebody
way,
need to hit it.
That's okay. It doesn't mean that he's a terrible person. It doesn't mean that you're a terrible person. It just means that you guys aren't a match. Because that's what I thought too. I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to hurt his feelings. A man will always be willing to hurt your feelings. He will always be willing to choose himself. Every man is going to choose himself. He's going to put himself first. Put yourself first. Men will always choose themselves.
Dang, she comes up.
It's so true. It's so true.
You're
and
not
even
wrong,
if a man is being good to you, and if he's caring for you, he still chose himself first. You're just getting the benefit of that. There's always.
Eric ran away.
Eric ran away. Eric ran away. Eric, they said you ran away. He made it back. There you go.
No, it's bad. The reception is horrible. Whatever.
Oh, that's the reception.
No, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like all I heard was it sounded like she was underwater. I couldn't even hear what she said.
Well, basically, I sum it up.
Give me the gist.
She said basically a man, like every man has that woman that they want. Like, so men are gonna be very direct. They're gonna tell you what they thinking. Like if they ain't really vibing with you, they kind of gonna say that. They gonna, like with a woman specific. Like if they not vibing with you, if they not like they gonna show that to you. They not gonna really hold it back. And we have a self-serving interest. Even if we find somebody that we love or somebody that we, I don't know, somebody that we're with that we think is bringing us joy and happiness. It's still self-serving at the end of the day. So men are very vocal and honest about that. And so I would say I honestly believe that is true. That is true. That's true. Like we're not going, because why waste your time or your life?
Why waste our own? That's when the self-serving come in. I'm about to say, why waste my time?
Yeah.
Out the gate, I'm not gonna waste my time. If it's not working, now is this if it's working or if it's not working or both?
Well, I get both in general. Yeah. Like you just gonna be,
I'm not just gonna waste my time. I'll move around in a heartbeat if it ain't what it need to be. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like for like a relationship or something like that, there's just if you're going for something that you want to be lifelong, it's got to be somebody that you can really just be with. Men are very visionary, like a man who is really trained up to be a man, like he's gonna be visionary. We always talk all this stuff about men leading their households and having a vision for the house, and then when they really start doing that, well, they want to be with somebody who gonna, like, you know, come along with them. And you can, and you can kind of tell what that is if you moving or not. You can kind of feel what that is. And so, you know, I think the thing is that, and maybe Rhonda, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I guess our perspective is that women think that when you open up your legs, that's what's gonna make a man stay, because sex makes us. We can honestly be in love with woman, and I'm not saying do this. I'm not saying I'm doing this, so don't nobody take and tag me on this. I'm saying this just happens. But this is how you can hear men say, like, well, yeah, I could cheat on her and still love her. You know, like they'll kill somebody over that, but they'll go do the same thing, because it's like this woman over here, like they won't leave they woman for their side piece, because no, you give me that one physical thing, but her over here, no, we moving, like she balances me out, or she keeps me going, or she brings me coffee in the morning. Praise the Lord. Like, right on cue. Come on, perfect timing. You know, so what you think about that?
But I think that goes back to the point that she was making, that men are self-serving. If it works for them, then it can work for you. But if it does not work for them, it doesn't matter how much you love him. It doesn't matter how much you do for him. It doesn't matter how much you are trying to be that person. If it's not going according to how he wants it to go, then it most times doesn't work, which I think is really interesting, because I think that makes men and women so different. Like, women will sacrifice ourselves, our time, our energy, our money, our whatever, to make someone else happy. And then we'll figure out if we're happy on the back end, which sometimes we are not. But a man, he's gonna look first. Does this work for me? Am I happy? Is this good enough for me? Oh, okay. It works for me. Good enough. And I like the part where she was like, even if a man is treating you well, it's because it works for him.
Yeah.
Right? Like
that's what she said.
Doing something for him first before it ever even got to you. It makes him feel good to be nice to you. That's how it goes. So I just thought it was a really, really interesting clip. And I like how she said, like, basically when a man or a person, we can, you know, make it non-romantic, but if a person shows you who they are, like, believe them, but especially a man. Like, if he says, like, I'm not interested in a relationship, there's nothing you can do to convince that man that he's ready for a relationship. Like, there's no amount of sex, gifts, time, jokes. I mean, you could be the baddest thing walking. If he say he's not ready for a relationship or does not want a relationship, believe him. Believe him. So, but I think women, because we're so solutions oriented, we're like, no, we could fix this. Surely it's because he has childhood trauma. That's why he doesn't want to be in a relationship with me, because I'm perfect. So if I can do something to help him with his childhood trauma, and if I can get in the gym and look better, and if I can do all of these things, then why wouldn't he choose me?
Yeah, and that ain't.
Aren't women in some way sort of at the same time dismissive too?
Yes. Yes.
I think women do the same thing. I think to an extent.
Yeah.
And I mean, men may be more vocal, but when a woman, like what's the man say, when a woman's fed up, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
That's true. I don't care. You can cry, you can tap dance, you can buy them gifts and all that. And they're like, no, I'm good. Women can be the coldest creations when they want to be. I'm not saying all. They can. Yeah. A woman, when they turn that switch off, when they off you want to lose a woman quick, don't be funny. Don't make her laugh. Don't make her bored. You want to lose your girl quick, be boring. She out of here. But I mean, I agree with it though. Men do that, but I know women can. I mean, I've seen women do that to a guy that maybe made a mistake. It wasn't necessarily infidelity. I've seen some women leave, dude lost his job. He's like, man, my job laid me out. She's like, oh, I'm out of here then. You supposed to take care of me. He's like, well, can you step in? Me, I'm not. I'm out of here. And dip. And have, when I say zero care in the world, I can't say the other word, but zero cares about this guy. But I think men, but when it comes to us as men, we and the thing is, we'll tell you what it is. No offense to women, when talking to y'all or talking to women, sometimes you trying to see what they mean, you will never get it.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you saying? Like the simple question, Zeke, is as a man, hey, you want to eat? Yeah, what you want? It don't matter, go anywhere. You pull up, I don't eat that. You just said anywhere. Well, I don't want that. You just said we can go anywhere.
And then you get through like 10 different restaurants and she'll be like, well, why don't we just go to that one place that we go every time when I ask you, do you want to eat? Yeah, that.
Here's one that I had happen to me once before. I called this young lady, and then we're going to get off because I know the girl got to get to work when she called in. I know Rhonda's sick. I had somebody call me, and she said, this is going back to how we don't understand women all the time. Women sometimes are not, you guys are so emotional. Sometimes you're not expressive, not all, but a lot. So she calls me and says, hello, I'm mad at you, and you know why. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, so what did I? Don't even think about it. Like, how the heck does that work? You mad at me? And I said, well, let me think. Don't even think about it. I'm like, so what do I do at this point? And then she hung up. Click. And then I call her back.
Chances are she has said this to you multiple times. Chances are this is the first time that she has had to mention this to you. And so now it's like, no, nigga, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So don't hear like crazy.
No clue. She was talking. I'm looking at the phone like, what was that about? And then no offense, my coworker was like, oh, it's a woman,
Y'all don't be locked in. That's the problem. Y'all don't be locked in.
It's hard.
Yeah, I know. And like you said, like for women, like you said, the song says, when we're done, we're done. When a woman's fed up, it's nothing you can do about it. But it takes us a while to get to that point. Like, okay, you lost your job. I'm trying to like help you. I know a friend who works for this place who can help you and put you on, but your ego is like, no, I want to do it myself. I don't want your friend's help. And now you're still unemployed 6 months later when you could have just called Tyrone. So what's the problem?
Yeah.
Wait.
Detriment.
Who is Tyrone to you?
He could have been a friend. He could have been somebody that I worked with in the past and moved on to another thing.
Now, this is the thing, though.
Go ahead. Go ahead. And then we got to let the other lady
I'm going to tell you what. I'm
wait. Yeah.
If I'm a guy, I don't mind asking for help, but she ain't about to go ask her ex-boyfriend to hook me up with nothing. Because in the side of a man, I'm going to tell you why. Because in the side of that ex-boyfriend, we know men. That guy's like, see, he'll get on for this guy. So my girl, man, her nigga couldn't get. I had to help this nigga out. Men do that to each other. Zeke, no, I ain't.
You ain't lying.
Another dude will run you. Men don't appreciate stuff from other men like that. You handing them and giving them nothing.
What?
Even though the girl's intentions are right, but think about it. Just like you, as a female, if we were together and I said, man, I lost my job. I'm gonna call my ex-girlfriend Keisha. She'll hook me up with something. You may be like, okay, you might be like, no, you're not calling Keisha.
I'm like, where Keisha work at? Because this mortgage gotta get paid. So what do Keisha do? Listen, women are so different when it comes to stuff like that. Like now, it would be a depending on the breakup or whatever, but like in desperate times, call for desperate measures. Call Keisha. Matter of fact, I'll call her. Hey, girl.
So you would be okay with it?
It depends on the circumstance and your relationship with Keisha. Do I feel like you was like creeping around with Keisha last week and now all of a sudden you want to call her again? Like, when's the last time you talked to Keisha?
I get that, but at the same time, Keisha may still like me.
Y'all don't got good with it. Uh-oh. Oh, look at it. We lost Eric. Oh. Yeah. I fell on the brink. I just like, I'm gonna take him off the thing because he clearly done lost reception. There you go.
Yeah. I would say in closing words, thank you to everyone who is joining the Rhonda on the Run challenge. I really, really appreciate all of you. If you want to, what'd she say?
She said that part right now. I'll call her for you.
What's your number? You gotta get a job. Baby, eggs are $25. You need to work. Or buy a chicken. Do Keisha got chickens?
Yeah, Keisha, yeah. Dudes ain't getting down like that. That's what he was saying. Dudes ain't getting down like that.
But that just goes to show how different men and women are. That we have to constantly communicate in order to get along. We have to constantly. Everything has to be about communication in order for us to get along and make things work. I don't see how people go around and just don't talk, don't communicate, don't figure out what your love language or apology language is. Those things are so important. Anyway, I got to get off my soapbox because we got another guest.
Hold on, but here, and we got to because we got to continue that conversation at some point. Maybe on Friday we're gonna continue this one because I actually, to what Eric's point, I found another man. Look, Eric is in the background like, bring me back. I gotta bring Tara Jones up, and I gotta let Rhonda get. Rhonda, you are welcome to stay, but I want you to get some rest as well.
I'm gonna drink my Theraflu. I'm gonna stay for a little bit.
Oh my God, you drink a Theraflu from Rhonda on the Rocks mug. I'm gonna get that comment loaded up as well. This is what we're gonna do though. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take a music break right here because you done ignited a whole conversation. Rhonda on the Rocks. You done came here and stirred up the hibiscus tea. Like, you know, because Will is chiming in saying, man,
but I do understand why we do comparisons.
Like you done lit up a whole fire, and you know, look at this. Like, man, they coming in. Look at that, man. You done sparked up a conversation. We got to continue this. Woo! Okay, we're gonna continue this conversation, the men versus the woman thing, and maybe what we'll do is we'll sum it up with a dating week, and we'll get somebody hooked up like we've been talking about. Oh, we're gonna hook you up. That's right. You looking cute today. You are. We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna get somebody. We're gonna get Rhonda on the Rocks a date. There we go. Let's do this. We're gonna take a quick music break, and I'm gonna play a special song by our special guest. Her name is Miss Tara Jones. And when we come back, guess who we coming back with? Miss Tara Jones. Y'all hear Eric always calling her Tara Jones. Hold on, wait a second. Let me add Eric to the stage. He always calling her Tara Jones, but we're not gonna call her Tara Jones today. We're gonna call her by her name.
Tara Jones, and I want to have a battle of the sexes on here.
That's what I just saw you write in the comments. Yeah.
Bring my girl.
Battle of the sexes.
Bring Jamaica Lachey on.
We go.
Me and Jamaica, and y'all two and Rich.
Boom, let's go. Let's do it.
You're going to need more than that.
No, I'm going to need more than that. Jamaica Lachey.
You need Rita, you need a whole bunch of folks. Yeah.
You need a bunch for me. I'm going to
Eric can take y'all by himself. I'll take y'all by myself. Hey, y'all, let's move on to this music break right here. This is Tara Jones. Hold on, where is it at? Oh, there it goes right there. There it goes right there. Y'all, we're going to listen to this music break by our special music guest, and when we're coming back with her. And I think Rhonda still be with us, but we're going to see how that Theraflu do. See, look, Eric is already messing up, Tara. There it goes. He already messing up. All right, here we go, y'all. Listen to this, and then we're right.
Ain't no need for your approval. Nah. Yes, I am made by the ruler. Yeah. No need for your approval, cause I'm made by him. Designed to his plan, I am who I am. Reaping up the harvest that he promised me. Talk all you want, but you gon' have to walk for me. I confess I ain't been perfect all my life, but I am blessed and he forgave me when he died. Love my imperfections, chosen by the womb. A vessel to be used, and I won't stop until it's through. Yes, I am a believer. Yeah. Just to impress for no reason. Yeah. Ooh. No need for your approval, cause I'm made by him. Designed to his plan, I am who I am. Reaping up the harvest that he promised me. Talk all you want, but you gon' have to walk for me. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah.
Look, your approval isn't needed. I get my kudos from Jesus. You been my neighbor before I was a fetus. With them on my side, no one can defeat it. Don't go to the DMV for my ID. I'm unique, they made you can't copy. I'm weird, creative, and gotta get not get wild. Boy, you mind, what you saying is out of there. You should fall back like a rocket, that you underwear, you cannot hurt me. I'm more than a cocker, bro. I can't worry about what you say, cause you do not control my fate. It was my daddy who caught me when you thrift shot me. Boy, same grace forever changed.
Yes, I am. Yeah, 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 yeah. Dressed to impress for no reason. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh. No need for your approval, cause I'm made by him. Designed to explain I am who I am. Reaping up the harvest that they promised me. Talk all you want, but you gon' have to walk for me. Oh, yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes, yes. Oh, yes.
That was weird. I had to get my glasses for this song. I had to get my glasses for that one right there. That was I am who I am. I am who I am. Hey, Sarah Jones. That was an amazing song. All right, let me take these off now because I can't see nothing with them on. They're polarized. Are you subscribed? Are you following? Do all that stuff because we have an amazing person on the show with us on today. I'm so excited to welcome. Where's Eric at? Eric, we keep losing Eric, y'all. We keep losing Eric. He's supposed to be the one introducing Tara, but I'm going to introduce her. She's a singer. I've been looking at some of her stuff, and let me say, she's a powerhouse vocalist. She has got the anointing on her. Yes, she's got the oil. She's mighty oily. And I tell you what, I'm going to get Rhonda on the stage as well so she can be here with us as we do this one. And then, y'all, do me a favor. I need y'all to do a big, all the hearts, all the love, all of the stuff for our friend of the show. She be on with us all the time. Look, finally Eric is back. There he goes. Our friend, Miss Tara Jones. Tara, what's up? Uh-oh, you're muted back there. There you go.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Tara.
There you go.
Morning.
Man, Eric couldn't wait to get that Hey Tara in there. He couldn't wait to.
I was trying to get in on the conversation so I can have Rhonda's back.
Oh, look. See, oh, Lord, Eric, they done teamed up on us. They done teamed up on us.
At the end of the day, I'm going to win the battle, and the losers, we're going to hand out brooms and mops to all the ladies when it's over.
Absolutely not.
You may win the battle. You're not going to win the war.
I would take, give me 8 of y'all versus me, and I would still win.
You win the battle. You won't win the war.
Rhonda might be a little bit of a struggle, but I know where she lives, so we can drop her house. And Tara, I know how to get to Tara too. Well, I know how to get to Tara.
Listen, y'all. I'm a neutral party. I'm a neutral party in the backdrop.
You neutral, Zeke. Pick a side, Zeke. Pick a side.
I get my boy Lehman, and we go to town. That's all I do.
See, look, there y'all go.
You worried about Lehman?
You better be.
We ain't scared.
I'm never scared.
Miss Tara Jones, what's up? Y'all see Rhonda done, you see how it goes down over here? Rhonda done ignited the whole thing. I think you got a little bit of echo. Hold on one second. Let's see. I think yo.
It might be my fault.
I think your mic is echoing. Let's see. I'm gonna do that. There you go. Yep, that quieted it down. So there it is. Hey, Tara, welcome. You see, we ghetto over here. We over here in the hood. You got to welcome.
You gotta have a little bit of it.
Just a little bit. You know, it's who he is. You know, we got to have a little bit. What's up, Miss Tara Jones? You be always on with us, and of course, Eric from the very beginning had us calling you the wrong names.
The wrong name.
Just all the wrong names. So I guess he's going to
Tara.
I guess he gonna, be nice today and call you Tara, I guess. So what's
Probably
up? Yeah. Y'all know him. We didn't just meet Eric. We know. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Zeke Live in the Morning. I'm so glad that you came on. First off, take our apologies. For last week, we thought that I was on here like, yeah, we're gonna have Tara Jones on the show, and then I saw your inbox and I was like, oh snap, we messed that one up, y'all. My bad.
It's okay. It was Eric's fault.
Well,
We'll just blame Eric.
That's all right.
I take some blame on that too. I should have stayed on top of it. So that's all. It's a team effort over here. I give him his props.
It's okay.
So welcome to the show. You down in Houston, right? No, Dallas.
Yes, Dallas area.
Dallas. Where I keep getting Houston from? Yeah.
I used to live in Houston though.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was in the spirit. Each shot by time. Anybody who do that, I know they got the Holy Ghost. Anybody it's that pullback. That's the
pullback, the quickening.
Man, yeah. Now let me see here. So you've done some stuff because Eric was telling me you've done stuff like on like you sang with Fred. Obviously, you got your own music career. You've done studio stuff. You've done like the whole thing, the whole nine. So like, tell us a little bit about your journey, a little bit about you, a little bit about the what is it, the TBJ brand? What is it, the TBJ music group, right? Is that what? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about you. Take a minute. Yeah.
Well, I got that name from this rapper in Dallas. His name is Norris J. And he said, Terry, your name is too long, like Sarah Butler Jones. So he just started calling me TBJ. And so that's where I kind of started just using TBJ. I am a PK, come from the West Texas area, El Paso and, Midland area. Mama Sue Roseberry was one of my vocal coaches. And she's actually the one that pushed me to do my first concert, 2011. And she was a special guest on there. So I think at that concert, that was my first concert. I thought it was going to be like 50 people there, so I only set out 50 chairs. It ended up being 300 people there.
Oh, my. So your first concert, you only expected it to be small, and God did something big right out the gate, huh?
Yeah. That's what happens when you doubt.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? We've been talking about that a lot on this show, right? Like stepping out, doing something like that's big, doing something that's amazing, a dream that you have. And then you step into it and it ends up being bigger than what you thought, like this show. I said, I need some folks to maybe, help with some sponsorships. And then we did it. We was like, oh, shoot, we ain't got no way to even receive money. Like we ain't got no, like stuff because people actually answered the call right away. And it's like sometimes gotta blow your mind in that way, So you said you're a PK, and me and Rhonda, we're PKs, and Eric is bishop in the Lord's church himself. So this.
No, I'm a PK too.
See, we all PKs over here. So first off, immediate kindred spirits right there, just because you're a PK. We've all been traumatized by the PK brand. We've all been traumatized.
Tara's not going to tell you everything about herself. Tara is not going to tell you everything. Tara is one of the most talented singers and arrangers you ever meet. She's extra humble with it. Like she has her beard oil and she do lashes. Matter of fact, Zeke, the person she's named after Naja.
Yeah.
That's what she named her last name.
Oh, come on, entrepreneur. Yeah.
She does makeup.
Oh, you in the game. Oh, yeah. I didn't know that part. See, I didn't know that part.
He didn't let me say nothing.
He said you was being humble.
I took off work for this. I was easing over there.
Look at that. She was easing over there.
I have to get on her for stuff like Terry. She trying to be all humble. I'm like, man, you better give me the phone. Let me call.
But you know what though? That's one of the things we always talk about over here though. We and I don't know. Maybe you do this, Tara. Maybe you don't. I know I do it. I can speak for myself. My mama always called it false humility. It's like being humble for no reason. Like when you deserve it, you're the best one that walked in the room. Like you just on paper, not even like if you just had to do a hand for hand comparison, you would know that your stuff is better. But we were trained to be like, no.
I was trained to, just that PK thing.
Yeah, traumatized, man. I'm telling you, traumatized.
Yeah, so someone could be drowning, and I would be like, I don't know how to teach parts. I don't know. How to...
like, oh, I'm just here. People are like, oh, this Zeke, he's such a good musician. No, I just play a little bit. I just do a little. Like, it's just like, where we get that from? You know what I mean? Like, So, you know, you had some music that we played here. This I Am Who I Am. And when I heard it, I was like, oh, okay. You see, I went ahead to get my shades, you know. I had to. So where'd that song come from? Like how'd that come about?
It's actually 3 different versions of that song.
Well, come on.
The first version was for my concert in 2011, and I actually featured my cousin Adrian Butler, who is an amazing rapper in the DFW area. I don't know if y'all have heard of him, but if you haven't,
what's the name again?
Adrian Butler.
No, I think I have.
He's amazing.
So that was something that was on there?
He's on all the versions.
Got you.
I featured OG Domino, Christian's Sweet Potato Pie guy, Ghetto Jams, Snoop's friend. I featured him on the first one, and then I went in the studio with Teddy P in Atlanta, Georgia, and he did this version. And then I was like, let's do another version. So we did a live version with Keyshawn Allen out of Dallas. So, yeah.
Teddy P?
Teddy P.
Teddy Pendergrass.
No. Oh. Teddy P, the producer. He's done a lot of work.
I know what she said.
You do so much.
My Lord.
Yeah.
Got you. Dang. See, now this is part of the thing that I don't think a lot of folks understand in the music world. You might have like 20 versions of a song, like a single song, because it's just like you can never get it right. Was that kind of what was going on there? Or was it just like different versions just serve different purposes? Because that's also a thing too. Like I got, I played my song I'm Walking earlier, and I got like 12 versions of that sitting around here. And we used to, when I directed LXW back in the day, we had Great God, which we had to do everywhere. We all got sick of singing it. I got in my Dropbox probably 15 versions of that song, literally. Like, right. So I mean, was that kind of what was going on there, or was it more of that? It ain't quite where I want it yet. Like creative process.
I was growing, maturing. When I did the first version, I was just starting, so I really didn't know, what it should sound like. And then I went to Teddy P, and he was like, no, this needs to sound like this. So they called me the gospel Beyonce for a long time. And I was like, this don't even sound like
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know what? And if I could throw this question in, anybody else can jump in if you want to. I know I'm hogging all the stuff up, but I'm just excited to have Tara on here. And I feel kindred spirits because, when you talk to other artists, like that stuff you be like, oh, did this happen to you too? Did you also experience this?
I got to jump off and find somebody. I just got a text.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get rid of I'm going to show them the door.
Oh, Lord.
But
y'all pray for Eric and the employee.
Tara, I want to say to you, honestly, I appreciate you. You are one of the most talented people I've ever met. You're a smart businesswoman. I believe in what you do, your causes, goals, and don't be scary. You are an amazing, and people need to be intimidated when you walk in a room all the time. Seriously. You are a talented, love and appreciate you. I will see you soon. I'm gonna hit you after the show. Rhonda, get your team ready.
You ready, man? I'm ready. Ready right now.
Oh my Lord. So what was I about to ask? What was I about to ask you? What was we talking about? Eric threw my train of thought off. Well, I was about to say something, but anyways.
They call her the Beyonce of gospel music.
The gospel Beyonce, See, that's why you need a woman on the show with you, because they remember stuff. Because I was like, what was I about to? It just took one thing to throw me off. Yeah, so they call you the gospel Beyonce, right? And obviously the song is not right. It ain't that. So I've watched, I was watching some of your stuff and looking at some of the different clips. I was trying to get one actually loaded. You were singing, we just did it Sunday or last Thursday. I mean, I love you, Jesus. I worship you. Like you were singing that, it kind of like took a vibe and it like did its thing. And so, I'm like, okay, she's got the praise and worship vibe. She's got the worship collective thing going on. So I know that you do that in church scenes and all of that, right? Singing worship and singing praise music and all that. And then you drop a song like I Am Who I Am, right? It ain't what the church was probably expecting. Like we want the Tara Jones who who gives us the worship song and the choir song, but you give them the club banger. Like you know, was that what was that? Was that a process? Did you have any pushback? Were people generally supportive? Was there a mix? I mean, what was that? What did that feel like? And I'm asking that question even before you dive into it because there are other artists that are also on here as well who, you know, kind of had those same, you know, they're in the church, but they making grown music, like, or, you know, like, or they're making club bangers. Well, you know, when I say grown, you know what I mean? Like, it don't sound like church. Like, it ain't something you gonna pull out for praise and worship on Sunday, you know?
Right.
Like, so, you know, you've clearly done the same thing. So, you know, what was that process for you, you know?
At first, I got a lot of stares and side eyes and stuff like that. But my main goal was young people, youth and young adults is what my aim was. And so I really didn't care too much because it was about reaching them.
Yeah.
And at the time that I did this song, it was a lot of kids that were taking their lives and just a lot of violence among young people. And so I ended up doing like a crusade, a freedom crusade for the young people in our area. And we started traveling with it. And that was kind of like the theme song, like, be who you are, be who God called you are. It really doesn't matter what people have to say, you know? So it kind of, you know, I didn't care really at the end of the day, because if the young people were feeling it and it was helping them, which, you know, we got a lot of feedback from, then I was cool.
Yeah. No, I like that. I like that, what you said right there. Oh, Lord, Rhonda, you all right?
I'm fine. Keep going.
No, I like what you said there. Like,
in case I have to talk again.
It's okay. It was a quickening.
It was a quickening. Oh, see, we got it over here. The oil of the Lord is over here. No. But yeah, like you said, like, you know, you had to take this thing where you said you didn't care. You know, it was just like, I know if I'm trying to reach this certain demographic, the youth and young adults, right?
Yeah.
I know if I'm trying to reach this certain demographic, and this is what the sound is, and this is how the Lord gave it to me, or this is how I'm feeling it, this is how I'm vibing to it, then I know it's going to reach them, and I really couldn't care less what y'all say. Y'all got y'all's. Like, let them get theirs. You know what I mean? Like,
that reminds. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
That reminds me of like when Noah was building the ark, right? Like everybody around him thought he was crazy, but he knew what God had told him to do. Like he knew what the mission was, what the goal was. Yeah. And so, despite all of the noise and the people talking about him, and you know, we're not churchy enough, and we're not, you know, this is not God or whatever. Staying focused on that goal is how people get blessed.
Yeah. I like that.
See?
I like that.
See? Oh, hey, there you go. The pullback one. That's the pullback praise. That's the sat back praise. That's man. So let me ask you this question right here, and then when, you know, because I keep us going forever and ever, because we will go to a music break, and you can. I know you got to get. Do you have to get to work today?
No, I took off for this, so
you can hang out with us for the rest of the day. Then are you down with that? To 10 o'clock. Hey, there you go. Now we got two females. Now Eric had to get off and see.
Right. He's running.
He running. That's what it is. He running. But I see Rich Holmes just came in the backdrop, so we're gonna get him on here as well. But I'm gonna ask you this question, and we're gonna take a music break, and then we're gonna come back with Rich. Let me ask you this question: Have you as you've done your music thing and you've reached out to the youth and the young adults, you said you did like the crusades and the conferences and other stuff like that. Have you had a chance ever to really have like these real like let me word this the right way. Has your music, because of what you've done, helped to create avenues for you to be able to talk to that demographic, like youth and young adults, about where their mind is when it comes to church today, spirituality today, and stuff like that? Like, has that opened up that kind of door for you in a way that praise and worship, for instance, maybe has not been able to do?
Yes, actually. Actually, I have a Zoom that I do now. I just started it last month for young adult worship leaders and musicians and singers. they come and they just tell how they feel. They try to get advice about the church world, because they get to be down a lot. As young adults, that you don't know what you're talking about, So we just like give them a space to be able to show them both sides. Some people that talk down on young adults and stuff like that, they only was shown one way. And so, we're just trying to get them to open their minds to see both sides of it, and also encourage them and, give them the tools that they need to be in ministry as a young adult. So, and we call them the Worldwide Worship Warriors.
Oh, the worldwide. That's what I saw on there. I knew it was something. Yeah, I knew it was something that caught me. The WWW is what caught me when I saw it. 3W. I knew it was. I was trying to remember what it was. I was like, man, it's something that was there. I was trying to remember the Worldwide Worship Warriors. See, that's. I like that. I like that. I like that. And I asked that question again specifically because, as we moved into this, as my pastor will call it, this post-COVID world, we living in the PC church. The BC church, the before COVID church was kind of one thing, and now we're in this PC church where people are used to either being online or being on Zoom, or they've got so many other pastors that are in their ear and so many other things that are in there, just on their phone in their hand. They just got like a lot of different ideas and things like that, and it's not necessarily something wrong with that, but what becomes wrong is I found, when folks come in with these kinds of questions and things, and they go into they come into the church looking for answers, or maybe looking for just love, or looking for, from a group of people who were taught something one way, and it becomes very oppressive to them as their minds now have expanded. And so they're either walking away or doing that. And so I always give my support to anyone who is a warrior in the world of just making sure the gospel gets out there some kind of way or another, even if it don't look like what grandmama and them used to. You know what I'm saying?
Because they just know what they know. So, sometimes they just trying to help some of them. Now, some of them ain't trying to help. But
that part.
They just mean.
You just mean for no reason. Just mean as a snake. Hurt people. Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's take a quick break, but I'm going to give a couple of shout outs because there's a few people. I think you might have some people you might know. Maybe. I don't know. Calvin Gates, he said that song that you played was fire.
That is our young adult pastor.
Yo! Come on, young adult pastor. Come on, young adult pastor. YAP. Well, that's YAP. And right there next to you, Miss Rhonda on the Rocks. Over next to you, she's a certified yapper. So there you go. So Calvin Gates, y'all need to holler at Rhonda on the Rocks because she's a certified yapper, and you the yap, the young adult pastor. We got all the other stuff over here. Tracy Shavers, what's up to you?
That's Mama Shaver. Hey.
Mama Shavers, what's up?
I love you. She's a big supporter of everything I do.
Come on now. Yeah. Excellent. And then, is it Jazara?
Jazaria, that's my
Jazaria. Ooh, I was about to say, come on, daughter. What? You better, if you ain't getting love from nobody else. All right, come on. Do y'all ever get like, do you ever have to like stay on her as your assistant? Like she take too many privileges because she your daughter.
Yeah, she tries to run me, definitely. You can't do all that in one weekend. You're not doing that. Like, right. And Eric is like her trainer. So
so in that case, she just.
Yeah, she's like him.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you because I know what that's like. That's what's up. And Kingston Livingston. There it goes.
Yeah, he's an amazing guitar player out of DFW, but he's international. So I'm honored that he's even on here.
Yo, Kingston Livingston. Shout out then. We are honored that you're here. Thank you for being here. And then I got to give a friend to one of our favorite lock stars, Mrs. Ursula Ellis. She's on with us every morning. Shout out to you. We love you. And then let's see, Ashley Elders here. She says, yes.
That's my manager. Hey, Ashley.
What's up, manager? Come on, manager. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what's up, man. They came out to support you today, Miss Tara Jones. They supporting you, and they giving you the love over here. They give you the love over here on Instagram as well. Mama is giving you love, and my sister is on here this morning. My sister Danielle. So she's and she's talking about this battle of the sexes thing. She said, Eric, not the battle of the sexes. This y'all ain't ready for it. Y'all ain't ready for it.
Wait.
Y'all ain't ready for it. This is what I'm gonna do. Y'all see, he had to get off of here. He had to go let go of an employee.
Sure.
Do his job. Had to go work.
Right,
You know.
Right.
Yeah, he's taking it out on somebody else because he got ate up on his live morning show.
You're fired. You're fired.
He loves doing that. He loves doing that. Oh.
Don't go over there firing all the ladies now, Eric. You can't do that just because you got. This is what we gonna do. I want to play your song again, Terry. Is that okay? If I do your song again, because I think the people who might have missed it just need to hear it. And since we got you here, that's dope to just do it. So yeah. Let's do. I gotta find it again.
You done lost it? Help him, Lord.
I just gotta find. I got so many scenes set up on this left screen. When y'all see me like veering off, like on the sides, I'll be like looking for the next thing to press. I'll be like there's so many things to look at. Nah, here it is right here. Y'all, this is "I Am Who I Am" by Miss Tara Jones. We played it a minute ago. We're gonna play it again because it's dope. But hold on, wait a second. Uh-oh. If I don't get tangled up here, I'm gonna listen to it right. There we go.
I can't.
I'm gonna listen to it right. Here we are, Miss Tara Jones with "I Am Who I
Am." Ain't no need for your approval. Nah. Yes, I am made by the ruler. Yeah. No need for your approval, cause I'm made by him. Designed to his plan, I am who I am. Reaping up the harvest that he promised me. Talk all you want, but you gon' have to walk for me. I confess I ain't been perfect all my life, but I am blessed and he forgave me when he died. Love my imperfections, chosen by the one. A vessel to be used and I won't stop until it's through. Yes, I am a believer. Yeah. Dressed to impress for no reason. Yeah. Ooh. No need for your approval, cause I'm made by him. Designed to his plan, I am who I am. Reaping up the harvest that he promised me. Talk all you want, but you gon' have to walk for me. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah.
Look, your approval isn't needed. I get my kudos from Jesus. You knew my name before I was a fetus. With them on my side, no one can defeat it. Don't go to the DMV for my ID. I'm uniquely made, you can't copy. I'm weird, creative, and gotta get not get wild. Boy, you mind G, what you saying is that you should fall back like a rocket, yeah. I just assume that you unaware. You gonna hurt me, I'm more than a cocker, bro. I can't worry about what you say, cause you do not control my fate. It was my daddy who caught me when you threw shot me. Boy, save it, grace forever change.
Yeah. Dressed to impress for no reason. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. No need for your approval, cause I'm made by him. Designed to his plan, I am who I am. Reaping up the harvest that he promised me. Talk all you want, but you gon' have to walk for me. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah, I am who I am. I am who I am. Yes. Oh yeah.
Now, why come every time I'm ready to come back on, my camera is off? There. And we are back, y'all. We are back. That was Tara Jones with I Am Who I Am. Before we bring her right back up here, I got to ask you a question. Are you subscribed? Are you following? Are you doing all the things? Let's get Tara Jones and Rhonda on the Rocks back on the stage. And I'm going to bring them back to the stage with somebody as well. I'm going to bring them back to the stage with the one and only Pastor Rich Holmes.
What up?
What up, Doc? What's up, Pastor? We all right. We doing all right.
For this day for a long time. We finally got it. Oh my God.
We got Miss Tara Jones. You know, Eric been having us call her the wrong name for the past month.
Yeah.
And she's always locked in with us, like she's always here. And for like the first 2 days, I was like, Tara Jones, welcome. Yay, we got to see you. And then she was like, my name is Tara. So like Eric, you know, that's why Rita put in the comments she can take Eric by herself. So there you have it.
I saw that, but you won't have to.
Listen, that's serious. What's up, Rita? How you doing? Yeah, it's crazy out here. Y'all, Eric always starting stuff, and y'all let him every time. Y'all didn't see it.
Started run.
Right, and then he run. That's what he do.
Then he got on out. As soon as he's in the car, I'm like, yep, something happened. But no, I'm with Eric. Gonna stand strong though. That's one thing about him. He gonna put his 10 toes down and stand on what he's saying.
That's definitely one thing he gonna do. He gonna stand on what he said. He gonna
no matter how wrong or right he is, he just gonna he gonna stand on it.
Yo, I gotta tell you, Terry, that song is fire. Them breakdowns is dope, man. That's a hot jam. You mind if we use it on the morning show, like to play it? Y'all mind if we do that? I don't think the Lock Stars would be upset if we do that, because you know it gave me a reason to put my sunglasses on, because this light be like wearing me out in the morning. Like this light is like right here, like right here. By the end of the show, I'll be like, God, Jesus, man. But yeah, that's a hot song though. I love that. I love that a whole lot.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you got your managers watching, and Rich and Eric manage me. So that's why I understand what you're saying. You got your manager, and then you got the one who's managing you, who like gonna always dive out real fast and be like, "No, you didn't do this." Like your daughter. Yeah. Eric does that
Eric
to me.
Thinks he manages me too. So.
I tell you one thing about that Rideout. So man, when he supports you, like when he believe in you, he may give you a hard time, but if he don't believe in you, he not gonna have your back. If he believe in you, he's randomly gonna have your back.
He pushed me out the box with my makeup because he's seen, my pictures. Like, can you do makeup on the set? And I'm like, no. He's like, you can. I'm gonna go ahead and call them. I'm like, listen. But yeah, it pushed me out the box with something that I didn't think that I could really do. And so
wow,
he's pretty cool.
He's gotten us like that. He's gotten, I think, all of us like that. He's gotten me like that. So I understand completely, what that is, man. Yeah, absolutely.
One thing. I'm going in, Doc. You good if I start talking?
Yeah, go ahead in. Go ahead in.
So I don't want to take it over. I only got 40 minutes.
Go ahead in there, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I love the fact that you are not just limiting yourself as just an artist, as just a singer. I love the fact that you got businesses going on the side as well. I would encourage everybody that's a creative also have multiple streams of income. I love that fact. Keep doing it. That's great. Here's a question I want to ask you. There's something we talked about here, having plans and structures. But there's a time where you planned it and had it all good. I heard about your testimony when you first went out there and God overdid more than what you expected. Was there a time where you planned and you did not quite get the results you thought you should get? And when you had to go through that, how did you get through that hard time, that loss, that failure, or whatever it is that you didn't see the success that you thought you would see? How did you push past that?
Yeah, that's good.
In the music or in
music, in your career, that's what you're doing right now.
Okay. I took a break from music. I had a prophet tell me that I was not called to sing. I was only supposed to be in business. And so that really hurt me because I was already in doubt with my gift.
Wow.
So I shut down for maybe 4 or 5 years. I came back in 2021 and I had a concert in Fort Worth and we had Osby Berry. You know, it was lit. Like we had young people. Now the young people showed out and showed up and showed out.
Yeah.
Okay, we was lit up in there.
Yeah.
But then on the adult night for worship night, like a lot of my friends and people that they said they support me, they did not show up.
Wow.
I was overhead on expenses because I paid for it all out of my pocket. At that time, I just lost my job. So, yeah, I didn't have enough to cover, but I still covered. But after, I was sitting there like, Jesus, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
And, it just took the loss. And, but still, it did what it needed to do.
Okay.
The young people, most of all, because that's my heart, because they were, reached, and it was cool. So out of that, I ended up.
Hold on, because I want you to come back to that, but I still got to get to this first part that you started with, because you said a prophet, a man or woman of God, shared with you that you're not supposed to be singing. Now, did you feel in yourself, this is something I was called to do?
Yes.
How did you handle that then? Because I know there are moments where, we listen, respect men and women of God, and they hear from God and everything else, but we live in our life as well. How do you handle that with still honoring and respecting and still getting past that? Because obviously you're still singing. So, how could you encourage someone to even be in a mature state to handle that? Because that's serious. Because a lot of people in what they were dreaming based on what another man or woman told them. So go ahead and get it.
With me even being a PK, I still was dealing with learning discernment and hearing God's voice at that time. And the devil knew that, so that's when he swooped in, on my own what thoughts of myself. So I'm like, okay, I don't riff like that, or I don't do like that. And certain people only invite me, why are they not, just all these different thoughts. I'm too big. I'm not pretty enough. Just all of this stuff. So then it comes at that time and I'm like, well, maybe this is God speaking through him to me, because everybody else say he right. And so I took it and ran with it. I was like, okay, I guess that's what God is saying. And, the more and more I was maturing and hearing God's voice for myself, and I was like, that's not what he said. That was a distraction. That was, Satan using somebody to come against you.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, we supposed to try this again. We're getting back out there. So yeah. You definitely have to have discernment and a relationship with God, because people will tell you anything. And half the time they be hating on what God gave you.
That part.
Yeah. And it's crazy how the anointing God gives, the oil, you don't even have to say anything. You just walk in the room and just all of a sudden they're like, I didn't do anything. Hi, I'm Tara. Can I help you?
Yeah.
That was me. But, I've matured, up under leadership, Tracy Shaver and Apostle Frank Manu, who's my pastor of Word of Peace. And just hearing God's voice for yourself, because people will have you out here killing your destiny.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Yeah.
So, quick question. Actually, it's two parts. So you spoke on friends and people who said that they supported you not showing up. That's my first question. How did you deal with that and overcome that? Or are you still a work in progress when it comes to that? And then also, if you don't mind speaking to the not feeling good enough, not feeling pretty enough. I'm a heavy set, beautiful woman as well. And I sometimes feel that too when you're putting yourself on camera or you're putting yourself in front of people. It can be a little bit intimidating. So how did you manage and maneuver through those feelings?
That's good.
Okay. The second part, I'll start with that. That's why I started my beauty business, She Wrote Beauty. And a lot of people think it's just the cosmetics of it or the beard oil of it, but it's a lot deeper than that. For the longest, I have people all the time, you're so pretty, you're beautiful, but I didn't feel that because I've had so many people, even adults, all my life tell me I wasn't anything, or I wasn't pretty, I was fat, I was this and that. And so with me reaching out to other people and encouraging them, because I'm always encouraging somebody. I see somebody, I'm like, you pretty girl, you got this, you know. So I use that as my boat to minister to women everywhere, and that just started to strengthen me within.
Okay.
I started to see that it's the beauty starts within and shines out, and so that's really what helps me to get through that. And just loving on myself, taking time for myself, and speaking life over myself. There's a lot of self-work that I had to do because I'm the one that made it bigger than it was. I started to make other people's opinions and what they said, I started to make it a reality and believing the lies of other people. And then I started speaking it to myself. And so I had to do the work to dig up out of that hole and like, girl, you fine. I tell myself that all the time. You know, sometimes it gets a little hard, but like, I don't know. And like, nope, let's get in there and get yourself together. Like, you fine, girl. You got this. You are chosen by God, you know. So that a lot, my beauty business had a lot to do with this Shiro Beauty. And so we have like panels as well, speaking to the women about their self-esteem and loving themselves and the way that God made you. You know, he doesn't make any mistakes.
For sure.
So that's kind of where it came from. And then the other part, I was hurt. I was hurt because when I started out in this, I would travel everywhere to support people. I went to the Stellar Award Showcase to support my friend. I went to Dallas doing the networking, doing the groundwork, drove to Atlanta, Tupelo, Mississippi. I done went everywhere to support people. Some people I didn't even know, but God told me to support. And then when you turn around and have something and people are like, they won't even share it. You're like,
baby.
It's like, it don't cost to share it, you know. But I'm just beginning to learn that, you know, everybody's not for you. They'll pretend only so they could figure out what you got going on, which has taught me a lot about moving in silence until I do what I do, because you would be surprised how many people are really not your friend. And so I just, you know, ask for God to bring those around me that are really for me, that he has for me, my destiny helpers and, you know, stuff like that. And help me to discern that that's who you sent. Because I can't be connected to nobody else that's trying to destroy my ministry, destroy my character.
Absolutely.
Any of that. I don't want nothing else block God. So who you said is supposed to be surrounding me, who you said is, you know, permanent. Please send those destiny helpers.
I like to say that. Destiny helpers.
I definitely that's been my biggest struggle with doing this podcast. Is like, where are my friends? Where are the people that I hang out with on the weekends, that I've, you know, we go to each other's birthday parties, that I've supported, that like, where y'all at? And it's people like Zeke, who I haven't seen Zeke in 20 years, who's like, hey, come on my show. I haven't seen Zeke and Rich in years.
Right.
In years. Just it's the people that we don't expect that are our biggest supporters. And those are the people that God is like, no, I'm bringing people to you. It's not who you think. It's not about your neighborhood. I'm expanding you beyond your neighborhood. I'm expanding you beyond your city. I'm expanding you beyond your state. You got to be ready for that. You got to be ready. I'm trying to show you something else. All you know is Chicago. Right? But I'm
bigger
taking
than
you
you
somewhere else. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than what you know. And so Saturday I went to see Kev on stage, and he brought another comedian with him, Alton Walker, I think is his last name. I think. And he, at the end of his set, kind of gave a little inspirational sermon, I would say, and it had me in tears, because one of the things that he said was like, we spend so much time like, oh, I'm cutting these people off. I'm cutting these people off. I'm cutting these people off. And he was like, but if you are operating in the will of God, those people will fall off. You won't need to go around with your sister trying to cut people off. God is like, focus on what I told you to do. The people who are not for you are going to fall off. They can't stay. It's impossible for them to stay latched onto you when God is taking you where He wants you to go. So you ain't got to worry about cutting people off. Let them fall off.
Have you ever prayed a prayer for God to let them fall away, and then it falls away, and you're like,
right?
What's going on when you prayed that prayer?
Yeah. You end up with God answering that prayer, and it's like, can you be ready for can you be ready for God to answer that prayer when you say, Lord, reveal to me the ones that need to fall away, or Lord, start trimming away the ones that's holding me back, or Lord, and when it becomes, that person that you laid up in the bed next to. All right. I got to tell my wife bye. She on the way out. When it becomes that person that you laid up in the bed next to, and tell mama I said, hey, yeah, my mother-in-law's picking my wife up. We getting our car fixed. One of our cars fixed. But like, what is that person that your best friend that you've been hanging out with every week, and then y'all, that separation just starts to happen because you're going one way in life and they're going another. And it's not necessarily bad. One of the conversations I had with my wife when we got married, was I can do well by myself. I'll do well by myself. But I won't have any motion if I'm going one way, you going another way. Then I'll be stuck, or I'll either have to make the choice that, I have to put down what I'm doing to go a whole nother direction. So are we moving together? Because I'll do my best if I'm with somebody who's moving with me. And I think that same thing happens in any relationship, whether that be friendships, whether that be, this morning show was just me getting on live, for instance, but conversations with Rich was like, no, this could be something different. All right, let's talk this through. Let's do that. Get Eric on the thing. And then that's how we end up with Rhonda on here. That's how we end up with all these, like something can be bigger, but you got to have people around you who are thinking on that same trajectory. And, it's crazy then when you realize that some of your friends and your family members and loved ones and other people ain't on that trajectory. And you got to make that decision, What was that a tough thing for you because Rhonda posed the question, those supporters that did not show up, like what just digging in a little bit deeper, what is that like to know that, like, for it to be out there, but at the same time to have ones who do support you, like your daughter who's bossing you around and, and making sure to put in the comments all the stuff, you know what I mean? Or like those ministers who have poured into you, like the church you're at now, and like you said, Minister Shavers and all that, like people who have poured into you. What has that been like, making those transitions in relationships, or now having to focus on other relationships that feed into destiny, those destiny helpers, as you so graciously coined it?
I want to go back to where she said taking in your own hands and cutting it off yourself. I was so bad at that. I was the block queen. I was the block ministry, and I would block people in a minute. And God would say, He said, if you block everybody, then how am I going to prepare your table before they are enemies?
They block. They can't.
They don't need to see nothing. They just laughing at me. Doesn't matter. Who am I preparing a table before if you block and cut off everybody? I got it.
That's a whole word right there. My God. No?
Yeah.
Just offering baskets.
My Lord.
Yeah. So I really had to work with that part of it, because it really takes you into a depression. Like I really did go into a depression where I hid. I wouldn't go out. I just, stayed to myself, and that's hurtful. That's hurtful, and especially when people, it's all right, just get up and just keep going, and you're like, but that hurts, especially if you've been there for other people and they can't be there for you, But then God started replacing those people with people that He wanted to be around you anyway.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, absolutely.
One of my biggest things was not so much the cutting off, it's the picking them back up. I'm the person to go back and try to pull them back to where I might be. If I then I just say, I'm not gonna ask God to cut them off no more. I'm just gonna follow His will and keep doing what He's doing. Eventually, it'll just fall off. Yeah. But I'm the person that still's going back to pick them up, to get them to come up here with me. Hey, man, hey, woman, we can do this. Oh, you got this going on? Let me give you an opportunity to do it here. And I know they ain't work.
That's me. That was me.
And then I end up getting frustrated or now that I'm on this level, it can get tainted, or I can have a different name because I tried. I went back to get it, and God was like, "Did I tell you to do that?"
Yeah.
Did I tell you to do that? You know what I mean?
And
But
that's a lot of delays.
go ahead.
That's a lot of, I'm sorry. That's a lot of delays that happen when you're still trying to pick up be the rescue dogs and you know what I'm saying?
Captain Save, huh?
That causes a lot of delays. My mom used to get on me about that all the time when I was younger. So
No.
Oh, you're back.
There we go. She's back. She's back. She made it. Oh, everybody calm down. Everybody
calm down.
Pipe down. No. But yeah, that was my problem. I always would go back and pick people up because I'm a seer. So I see what God is doing in that person or trying to do, or I see where they're going to be going. And so I try to pull them and take them with me.
Yeah.
And God was like, stop doing that.
That's
I'm trying to do something and deal with them with something, and you come and here you are saving them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just said something real good. You said, I'm a seer. I can see what people like, and a lot of creatives are like the seer for those of us from other traditions. She's a prophet. That's another. See that we wouldn't call it that, but a seer ain't nothing but another word for a prophet. You can see, but I mean that's what a prophecy can do, right? It can, and I'm not, I'm just saying it. So there's a prophetic voice that's in there. And a lot of creatives have this. That's how they can come up with this different stuff. You look at any of the prophets, they were all crazy folk when you think about it. Ezekiel, the stuff he was doing, Jeremiah, this stuff. Not, you know what I mean, though. But we bucked up against the norm in order to get a message heard, a message that we believe comes from on high. And so if we got to sing it, if we got to write it in a poem, if we got to do it on a podcast, if you got to, you're getting something that's out there. And when you do that as a seer, as soon as you said it, the first thing that came to my mind was when some traditions they call it the fivefold ministry, right? Some are prophets, some apostles, some pastors, and what ends up happening if you can see, just because you can see what something is, you may be able to speak that life maybe into somebody, but that don't necessarily mean you was called to pastor them into it. Like, you know what I mean? Because where a pastor is discipling somebody and training them and teaching them and growing them. Well, because you can see it now, you got to go back and pull them from where they are. And it's like, no, I see you being up here, but God didn't call me to pastor you into it.
To lead you up there.
And it touched my heart when you said it. You just gave me that language to see that, because that is also that's been my issue traditionally, and that's one of the things that as I've gotten back up out of my depressive state and getting back up out of my depression and suicidal state, I said no, I'm not going back picking up a bunch of folks who ain't either moving at the same pace or ain't on the same trajectory, or don't say, I may be able to see what they could be, what it could be, how good this could be, how we could all grow together. Rising tide lifts all boats. I say stuff like this all the time to the people around me, but at the end of the day, everybody just ain't moving that direction. Like, it's just it's just a reality, and sometimes the rising tide sinks a boat. So if you ain't careful and that boat is on a tide that it can't handle, you shouldn't be on a rowboat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't built to handle that. And so I had to realize, some people you can have them with you and you'll end up killing them, because what you got is gonna bring in such a wave. Like Rhonda said, Noah with the ark. I mean, that ark had to be able to handle the wave. But you getting somebody on a rowboat to handle tsunami waves, they can't do it. They can't do it. And you got Eric used to tell me this. He said sometimes you just gotta let folks go, just so that they can maybe go and do what God is calling them to. They trying to, because sometimes, and here's the other side, I'm gonna throw it back to you guys. Like, here's the other side of that. Sometimes people who are your supporters are supporting you at the expense of their own selves. Like the same way we've supported other people. I had to get that in my head, that there might have been people who were supporting me at their own expense, the same way I've supported people at my own expense. Like, I ain't the only nigga in the world doing that. Like, other people are probably doing that for me. So, like having these clear definitions. This is where I'm going. This is what I see. This is what I want to be. You be clear about where you're going, what you see. Because if that ain't for you, then get in where you fit in. Otherwise, do what God has called you to.
I get that.
Yeah,
I get that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shift it back to Tara's situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nosy person. I get into it. You know what I'm saying? I have a good time.
So you like Eric?
Yeah, I'm like Eric, kind of in this regard. Only because I think testimony we overcome by it, right?
Yeah.
And so the space that you were in, you said you stopped singing. You was in this waiting period. Was it 4 or 5 years? You said.
My God.
During that time of 4 or 5 years, was that the space where you began developing your business concept and thinking about starting your business? Number one, two. When did you get back into singing, and how did that happen? What was it that launched you back into singing?
Honestly, I just sat in church for a while. I didn't participate in anything. I made sure my kids did, but I didn't participate in anything. I was in Houston actually at the time, and I got depressed. I didn't want to do anything.
Wow.
Behind the depression, I started getting sick and I started gaining weight, and it was horrible. But one thing that the prophet did say was I was supposed to be in business and only writing music for other people. And so I was like, okay. So I started writing a little bit for other people, and started my business a little bit. So then after Hurricane Harvey came and I lost everything, I was God told me to go to Dallas, and I went to Houston. So we're going to...
Oh, wow, Daddy. Okay.
We're going to get...
Wow.
Come on, vulnerability. Okay, yeah. And you helping somebody now. Yeah, okay.
That hits us. That's real. Go ahead.
So then I got to Dallas, me and my kids, and we had to start over from scratch. And that's when I started to develop the lash line. And also I do t-shirts, logos, stuff like that, websites. That's where that all came into play. And then I went back into singing in 2021.
Okay.
And I still have like this big catalog of music that I've never released because of what the prophet said, and fear of what other people would think of the music. That I just was sitting on. So when I had the concert, I sung some of it, but since 2021, I've been back out there. So I'm traveling again, developing worship teams and stuff like that. I work with the young adult praise team at my church. So yeah, it was hard to get back there, which is why I don't want to do that ever again. I don't care what I'm going through. Like, I don't want to, because it's harder coming back.
Wow.
It's hard to get back, and not just like in the networking or the music industry.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Tara. Hold on. You all right, Doc? My God. Whoa, what is going on?
This over 40 is real. This 40 is real. I'm trying to...
You got the dropsies over there. You all right? You having no stroke, are you?
I'm trying to text. I'm trying to. Oh, this is too much going on.
I said you ain't having a stroke, are you? This over 40.
I got today.
Go ahead. Finish. Keep going. I'm sorry.
But I was just saying it's harder to get back.
All right.
It's 10 times harder to get back.
Yeah.
When you leave. It's 10 times hard to get back. So I was like, I'm not ever going to do that again. As far as leaving God, because he doesn't leave us, we leave him.
Yeah.
True. So it's very important for me to stay around spiritual people that even when I don't hear, they hear, for me. I know now that is God and what's not God. And when it's not God, I'll be like, hey, I don't receive that, but God bless you.
Listen.
I don't receive that, but God bless
you done hit me with that, talking about that prophet who done told you something, because I said this, I think last week. I said I learned at a young age to look somebody dead in their eye and be like, nah, I don't hear that from God. This lady
told me.
Yeah. This lady gave me some prophecy that sound like nothing that even sound like me. She was like, and she asked me the question. She said, does that sound like how the Lord has been speaking to you? I was like, I looked at dead now. I was like, nah, that don't,
not quite.
That don't sound right to me. Well, just go back and pray about it. I don't got to. The Lord, it's okay. Ain't gonna waste my time on that.
I ain't gonna waste that prayer.
Yeah, ain't gonna don't even waste my time with that. Man, listen. I am okay. Let's do this because we have 7:47. Let's see. All right. Hold on, Rhonda. I'm gonna let you ask that one. They texted me in the text. Rhonda, you asked that question.
Okay. So, yeah, we have a little. Zeke wasn't supposed to say that, but
right, he wasn't.
I told you we a little ghetto over here. I'm just
Jesus.
We're trying to be a show, Z. Okay, not trying.
We're trying to do a show.
Okay, get it together. You got to have the producer in your ear. You don't have the producer in your ear.
I know. I don't got a producer in my ear. That's the problem. I need comms with it. We got these headphones for no reason. I got these headphones on.
Zeke is like, okay, yeah, answer that.
Look, I saw in the side chat, Rhonda was like, check your text, and I'm looking for my phone. I'm like, well, I gotta find my. I'm all on the screen, like, where's my phone at? I just had it. Like, there it is.
We are so unserious. Thank you for tolerating us this morning.
Yes.
We'll be better next time.
Clearly, we're immature. So
yeah, very immature. I'm very, very mature. So I just want to circle back a little bit to the conversation that you kind of jumped in on right before you came on. Eric and I were going back and forth, and Zeke was being neutral. But we were talking about just how different men and women are, especially when it comes to dating and romantic relationships. And the video that we played, the big premise of that video was that men choose themselves, right? No matter what the relationship is or how you guys are engaging, they're always going to choose themselves first and what works best for them first.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess my question to you is, do you agree with that? And what has been your experience with like dating and relationships? Have you experienced that with the gentlemen of the world? I won't say niggas, I'll say gentlemen.
Yeah. I haven't had a very good streak of dating or
Oh no!
Did I freeze? Oh no, she freeze.
No. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Lazarus, come forth!
Please don't make me laugh.
Pastor just preached on this Sunday. Let me see if I'm like Jesus. I look like him. Let me see if I can be like him. Tara Jones, come forth.
Tara.
Quicker than she was going into it. She probably still talking too. She probably just talking away right now.
Yeah, that she is.
Like, you know how that happens?
It could be God. Like, no, we're not giving none of this.
Jazaria, tell your mama she's frozen. Are you still there, baby girl?
Yeah, please tell her she's frozen, y'all.
What's her manager's name? Manager, text her. Tell her she's frozen. You lost her.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull off the screen until she unfreezes. There you go. I'm gonna pull off until she unfreezes. There it is. Yeah.
Eric playing tricks.
Eric did that
on the background.
We blame Eric. Look, and he laughing. That's what it is. Look, he laughing. We blame him. We blame him. She's trying to get back on. All right, cool. She's trying to get back on. It's all good. Yeah. Because Rhonda, you just posed a really good question. So I was waiting for the answer, boy. I'm waiting for it. It's all right though. Yeah, right. It works out. We gon' look. Eric just laughing away.
Aren't you supposed to be working? I mean, I'm supposed to be working too, but that ain't nobody's business.
Right. I'm supposed to be working too. We all supposed to be working. I'm late on set.
Right.
Bro, where'd you at? I just show, man. I just show you. We got Tara Jones coming.
Tara Jones. Eric got us calling her. Yeah, see, Eric got us calling the wrong name. Eric did that to us. He got us calling her Tara Jones, and her whole name is Tara. Like this,
the whole name is Tara.
The whole name is Tara, and Eric got us doing it wrong. He's just laughing away. Well, she's not back just yet. She ain't back just yet. She's trying to get back on, they said. No, it's all good, though. While we waiting on her, though, Rhonda, you posed a really good question. Yeah.
You go right to singing when we trying to let the time go.
We're trying to let the right. It just come up with a song. It always be something real old, and That's probably why Baptist folks like drag their songs out a little bit slower than Pentecostal folks, because you know they trying to stall for time. They be like, you know, Pentecostals be like, you know, they'll sing the song like Jesus is on the main line. Tell them what, you know, but Baptists they hit you with that Jesus is on the main line. They dragging it out because they don't know where past that. You let Eric tell it past out they're having a smoke break. So Eric said the Baptist church they got smoking sections. So there you go. There you have it. Oh wait, I see Tara. She's back. I see her. I see her right there. All right, let's see. I
don't ask no other questions. We want to hear her answer. Hey,
there she is.
I'm sorry, y'all.
That's okay.
No, you good. You good.
I haven't had a very good dating streak.
Me neither.
And I honestly, I've changed myself 1,050 times, thinking that it's me, but it's not me. It's the men. They don't want a real one.
Period. Talk about it.
And sometimes I find that they don't want a real one.
Okay, real.
Gotcha. And I feel like sometimes they're intimidated by the oil I carry.
Hey,
and I just know what I want.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
just said a thing. I know what I want. Yes. I don't think there's nothing wrong with looking for what you want.
Let me ask you this here, because this always gets me going when I talk to ladies. This soft girl era. Y'all heard about that?
Soft girl era.
Man, y'all help me out.
Wait, what is the? I'm sorry. Hold on, Doc. What was that?
Clock that T.
Clock that T.
I'm like, what's this crab motion that just happened? Like, everybody just started doing this on cue. Everybody just was like,
I love Rhonda. She knew what to do.
I get you, girl. We right here. Right here.
I mean, just like, it was like in cue. I was like, y'all playing that in the chat? Like, what happened?
Like that T. Put the T in the chat.
Right, everybody do this in the chat. Like, well, what happened? Like, go ahead, Doc. My bad.
No, I to speak like what is necessary, because I've heard different versions of what soft girl era is, and I would love to hear what you guys have to say on what it is for soft girl era. I've heard that I'm taking my spot as being a soft girl. I ain't being no masculine man no more. I just want to be a soft girl. So I just want to hear what that is and how's that working with dating in 2025. My goodness.
You want to go first, sis?
Basically what that means to me is I'm ready for my husband to take his place and do what he's supposed to do as a provider. Because on the masculine is like we have to do everything. We're you know doing more than what we're supposed to be doing as a meat. And not necessarily saying like I just want them to come in, you know, pay all the bills and I just do nothing. And no, that's not what it is. That's not what I'm saying. I'm supposed to be a help meet. That's why God made me be a help meet. He didn't say to do the whole conference call. He said just the meat. I wasn't supposed to play all the roles. Just be the meat.
Okay.
Zeke, can you mute Eric, please?
Where did he come from?
How did he pop up?
Half of these women don't know soft era because they try.
Uh-oh.
Are you gonna have my turn, or are you gonna tell me what women do?
Oh, hold on. Go ahead, Rhonda. Let Rhonda do. Hold on. Rhonda got to give her answer. Yeah, because y'all know Eric. Eric goes spark it off, and we're gonna have to like talk about this tomorrow. I guess.
We're gonna get till 10:45.
I'll jump in.
Go ahead, Rhonda.
See, this is why we can't be in our soft girl era. For that reason alone. Every time a woman tries to talk or say her piece, here come a man trying to cut her off. But no.
Hold on, wait.
Now clock that tea. Clock it. No, I don't want no smoke with you, Mr. Eric Rideout. But I think soft girl era for me is when you are a single, educated, hardworking, progressive woman, you are in charge of your entire household. All of the bills, all of the decisions, all of the everything that pertains to you, your household, and your lifestyle, you make all of those decisions on your own. And that can be incredibly cumbersome and overwhelming. So for me, my soft girl era is like, Lord, send my husband so that, similar to what my sis said, I can be that help meet. I can take my rightful place, which is to be the help meet and not be the king of the household all the time. I just want to be able to relax and pour my love onto a deserving man and get that same love in return. I want to be able to learn from my husband and be able to teach him things as well. So it really is more about partnership than it is about let me sit back and sip my tea and clock my tea and not do anything else. It's not even about that. It's like I want to be able to take my rightful position, and some people see that as soft, but I don't think if you're a mom and you a businesswoman, I don't see that as necessarily being soft. But the harder parts of life, I want to be able to work with my partner to handle those things and not have to handle them on my own.
Yeah. Interesting. Y'all done started a crab motion. Okay. Crab motion.
Go ahead, Eric. Clocking that tea.
Clocking that tea. Oh, that's what I mean. Clocking that tea. Oh, I'm learning. I would have never known that. Like,
shout out to Michaela from my church. She helped me out. She told me.
No, see, there you go. I've never known. I would never. That crab motion.
I respond, Eric.
Yeah, I agree with her answer.
Oh,
I'm agree with her.
Nice.
So okay,
but
I'm gonna say something.
Okay.
Oh Lord,
I agree with that answer, and I know women want to be soft in that whole thing, but at the same time, you can't be so. I mean, again, I go back to some women are so hard, so I don't need a guy for this. That's why most of them end up by themselves and alone again.
The truth of the matter is, I don't need you.
Not
you build me paid without you every month. I don't need you.
I don't need you.
I want you. There's a difference. I don't need you. I don't.
I'm with it. Yeah,
I would rather somebody desire me and want me versus needing me. I want to be desired. I want to be wanted. I want you to be excited when you see me, not like excited when you see my check get deposited into that account. I want you to desire me. I want to be wanted. I don't need a man. I don't.
That'd be the only energy I'd be having. That I don't need a man. Just explain that to me. Why don't you need a man as a woman of God? As a woman that's after God's heart. I'm just curious. I'm not saying either way. Just want to hear it.
I need a man.
Okay.
Right? That's how God made it. Mm-hmm. But it's like I don't have to have to. I'm choosing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like it's not like I'm gonna be out on the street if I don't have a man.
Correct.
I give you that. I like that.
Because I have my own. I have my own house. I have my own car, my job, big people bills, big adult bills.
Because here's just why I'm saying that. Because if that energy is passed out, and I'm thinking of men, if I constantly hear from independent women, I don't need a man. Mm-hmm. And this woman that I want, but I don't need no man. Well, what I'm here for, baby? I don't need no. Well, what I'm here for, baby? That's why I wanted to hear. Because I know how some men think. They always like. The women I want to desire, they always talk about they don't need a man. They always want the table. I got it all together. So now they're like, well, I'm still maturing, trying to get there. But if that's the energy that's passed off, that's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
I need them.
I think in some cases it's a defense mechanism because there are men who take advantage of women on a regular basis.
Okay.
And they look at her shortcomings and the things that she doesn't have, and they manipulate her in a way where she has to be. Is that my mic?
Nah, Sarah, I think that's your speakers. I'm gonna mute you when you're not talking, Sarah, just so you know. And then I'll unmute you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just a feedback. It's a feedback thing. That's all.
I'm like, do I need to turn? But I think it can be a defense mechanism because there are men who manipulate, take advantage of women. When they have these shortcomings, they come in and like fill the void. And then when they leave abruptly, it's like, oh, now I'm without all of these things. And so I will say that I was raised in a 2-parent household, and I was raised to not need a man. Period. That was how he was like, you get what you need to get on your own. And if somebody else comes along, fantastic, y'all can do it together. But you need to be self-sufficient. You need to be able to take care of yourself no matter what. Whether you got a man or not, you need to be self-sufficient. So I think when that's like ingrained in your mind, that's how you show up, right? Like, I'm good. I'm good. And for plenty of men, it's incredibly intimidating. I've had men tell me like, oh, you own your own house. If we got together and got married, we're going to have to find somewhere else to live because I'm not moving into your house because it's your house. And it's like, so what we going to do? Because like, what if we can't afford to buy a house that's bigger than mine? And not that my house is so big, but I'm not going from this to a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that ego part is where I struggle. Like, it's not about your ego; it's about what makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Like, if my place is bigger and my mortgage is cheaper, why we can't just live here for a little bit?
Yeah,
that's your house. I'm not gonna.
I agree.
That's too much.
We lost Eric.
And I get to talking, he suddenly, what they say? Suddenly, he disappeared. Suddenly,
the twinkling of an eye. I get all of that. That's how I feel about it. So to me, it was never the ego thing for me. It was always the how we moving forward. That's always been my question. Like, and I think sometimes, like, as an artist, anybody who's an artist, this ain't the most lucrative business to get into. Like, it's in fact, you'll be like upside down quite often because stuff is expensive, and what the time it takes to do it, you can't. You know what I mean? Like, it's all that stuff like that. So like a woman who is willing to support that, even if the support is financial, like you said, like, okay, we got a house that's a dope size house and we can live in it. Well, I'm not bringing that to the table, but if my wife can support that and make that happen, I'm growing something over here, and she can see that, she understands that I ain't just coming for a paycheck, but I'm coming because look how that just enhanced what I'm able to do. And if I can offer her the thing, look how that, there ain't no ego thing on my part. Well, no, the man's supposed to da. So we ain't gonna move into your house. Yeah, exactly. That helped me. Yeah. Yeah, like, but at the same token, for me, it's like, but I want to be that to someone else as well. Like, I don't want somebody, for me, who just want to stay at home barefoot and pregnant. Like, I don't want that. That ain't something I want. I want somebody with business ideas. I want somebody with some vision, with some movement, something that we can do together. Because to me, it's like, if one could chase 1,000 and two could put 10,000 to flight, then that's, that's exponential growth. So if I got locked in with somebody who got some movement and some vision about them, then we'll have exponential growth as opposed to just being all about me. Like, why is it all about me and my ego? Like, just because I'm the man, I never understood that. So.
Yeah, and then ask me. I'm gonna say this because I know we are past due.
I know Eric done got us overtime and left.
I'm gonna say this. Ask me how I want you to show up for me, because it's not always financial. I don't always need you to be a 6-figure nigga. Like, I don't need you to always bring that to the table. I just may need you to share my podcast posts. I might need you to buy some merch and wear it. That's how I might need you to show up for me. But men sometimes, and women, have these preconceived notions of how your partner wants you to show up for them, and we miss the mark. We missed the mark. Oh, I got to learn how to cook because he like home cooked meals. Maybe he knows how to cook himself and don't want your food. Hello. Maybe he wants to actually cook for you.
Come on.
Like, we sometimes miss the mark because we come in, and I am a first partaker of this word. We come in with these preconceived notions as to what we feel like this person may need, instead of saying, how can I show up for you?
Communication.
100%.
Yeah. Or this thing of, like, my household is my household and your household is your household, and maybe what certain norms we think of aren't necessarily going to work in my household. But if my household stays, undivided and together, because maybe I am a stay-at-home dad who enjoys being with my children. I ain't got no kids that I know of, at least. But but I mean, I ain't got no kids I'm staying at home with. But what if that was the case where I have children and I decide, you know what, I want to raise my children, and my wife got a thing that's going on and that's taking off and it's successful. Oh, well, you ain't no man. A man's supposed to get out there and make the money and supposed to do it. Well, no, in my household, we decided we didn't want to raise babysitters. We didn't want to have babysitters, and we wanted to raise, and I just feel the real unctioning to be with my children. Like, you don't know what somebody's household is or what God is doing in somebody's household, or even what that looks like, and so to put these, like you said, Rhonda, I think what you said, these preconceived notions that we put on folks, that's just, you better work that thing out. Go ahead, Tara.
That still takes me to my top girl era. Because I'm not doing it by myself. The emotional support, all of that. If I'm the one that's out traveling and we have kids, and I'm real picky about who's around my kids, my husband can stay there and hold it down. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not all about, them just doing everything, but just having a partner, a real partner that's, supportive and not jealous of what you have going on or intimidated.
And when you're doing it like that, you're gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, somebody.
Yeah. And that's just real. Just knowing
that's the real.
Not to settle for what you ain't looking for, but at the same time, I had to learn certain compromises. And there's a difference between compromise and settling. There's a difference between, everybody in any relationship you have, you're gonna have to make certain concessions, certain compromises. There's gonna be some stuff you don't like to do that she want to do. I gotta, for the bigger picture, that is what it is. But there's a whole nother difference between settling. I know this ain't serving the purpose well, and that's why I like that clip you brought, Rhonda. Men are gonna be like, what serves my purpose well? And if it's a man, if it's a real man, he gonna be thinking like that. And in my opinion, that's the kind of man you want to look for. A man who's gonna be straight up with you and say, no, this is where I'm going, and you ain't quite giving me that, or if they telling you you giving me that, but let's move it this way. That's somebody with some vision and stuff like that. But at the same time, I want a woman that's that same way too.
Please bring vision. Please lead me somewhere.
Yeah,
that's what I.
Yeah.
If you don't know where we going, then I can't hang with you.
Yeah. You just said a thing right there. Y'all, we got to end it. We done went overtime. This has been incredible. Rhonda, you done opened up the floodgates, you and Eric, and now Tara done got involved in it. We're going to have her back too then, because this conversation, we got to pick this thing back up. Because, man, I don't even learn the crab motion. This is clapping the T. Is that what it's called? Clapping the T? Clocking the T. Oh.
Clocking the T.
Whoa, boy.
Churchy. Oh, he's so churchy. Clapping the T.
Clapping the T. In Jesus' name. Well, I don't know if you clap tea, clock tea. Neither one of them makes sense because I drink tea, so I don't know. Last I knew you was sipping the tea.
Sipping the tea, but clocking the tea.
Oh, so why do you clock it? Where did that come from? What is that?
Meaning you made a point.
I'm too logical in the brain. I gotta understand.
Don't go too deep. Just stay on the surface.
Don't go into Greek and Hebrew. Just stay right here.
I'm just naturally I gotta know where it came from. I want to know, did it come from Texas? Did it come from California?
Did it come from Is it Greek? That's
right. Is it what's the clock in the Greek and what's the Hebrew for the T? Because when you see in the Bible the T, anytime you see that, God is saying to you that you must clock it. Now I know this doesn't make sense, but God will. Listen, y'all, we got to get up out of here. But I like to always do a round table, go all the way around. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna let our special guest start the round table off and just tell us a little bit, give the people a final word, tell them where they can find you, how they can get your stuff, all of that good stuff. And then we're going to go from Tara to Rhonda. Then Rich going to leave a word with the people and a benedictory. I don't know if that's a word, but I made it up. Prayer. He's going to leave us with a benediction. Rhonda.
Benedictory.
You know, well, y'all know I went to public school, so y'all got
You just making up words?
Just making up words. Go ahead, Tara Jones.
All right. My name is Tara Butler Jones. I'm on Instagram under Tara Butler, and as well as Shiro Beauty, SH3RO. You can find me at both of those places. Please go shop with us. We also have beard oil as well for the men. And yeah, that's about it. New music is coming, and yeah, just be yourself. Be yourself, and don't let anybody tell you who you are in God, unless it is confirming what God already told you. So I am who I am is what I'm leaving with you.
Yes, and me and Rich, we heard you got the beard oil. We gonna make sure
I send y'all some for free. I
will endorse it on here then. Yes.
Rhonda, I got you on lashes, girl.
Period. Because you see me, I'm outside.
Hey. That's been we appreciate you being here. Y'all make sure to get her music, support her. Even if some people didn't support you, the Lock Stars gonna support you because you've been locking in with us all the time. So we gonna crab motion you all the way to the we gonna clap the T not clap the T, clock the T all the way.
All the way to the top, Derek.
All the way to the top. We're going all the way to the top, clocking the T. Rhonda on the Rocks, give the people something real quick since you done ignited a whole firestorm around here.
That's what I do. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I'm going.
Exactly.
You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube at Rhonda on the Rocks. Don't forget the H in Rocks. Zeke will somewhere share the link if you are looking to purchase merch. I have t-shirts, I have hoodies, I have certified yapper hats and t-shirts. I have cups. I have glasses. Don't look trash in there. But yeah, the work. So follow me on there. Join in on the Rhonda on the Run challenge. We're having a great time, and I just found out yesterday, like Planet Fitness, because we're tagging like Planet Fitness, Nike, Premier Protein, and Fabletics. They've been watching my friends' stories, and they've been screenshotting it and sending it to me. Like, the people are tapped in, so I need for y'all to tap in too with the Rhonda on the Run challenge. We have several more days to go because it's going all the way to April 30th. That's my word. God bless y'all. God keep y'all.
Hey, and you know what? Willie put on there, Will Chapman put on there, he wanted to give you a shout out, and I didn't put the comment on the screen, and I want to go find it. Yeah, to you, Rhonda. He said shout out to the Rhonda on the Run challenge because he said he got 3 miles in the other day, like doing the Rhonda on the Run thing, and he said that he and I watched this video when he did it too. He said watching the show, he said watching Zeke live in the morning, he saw the Rhonda on the Run challenge and it encouraged him to get up, and he went out the other day, did 3 miles, so he been getting back up and moving. That's part of the Rhonda on the Run challenge. So the Lock Stars are definitely becoming rock stars, and we all in it together. That's kind of how we moving. So y'all definitely do that. Yeah, you want to do that. Man, this has been like phenomenal. Tara, I thank you for being here today as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. This was a fun show. We gotta have you back when you get a chance. We're gonna have you back on here if you down for it. We're gonna have you back.
Whenever.
Yeah, we're gonna have you and Rhonda and maybe a couple other. We maybe need to do a thing where we like just have like ladies across the top, fellas across the bottom, or like back and forth.
The dating show, man.
We're gonna do the dating show. We're gonna hook. Rhonda says she the first candidate up for that one. So yeah.
Get on there as well.
Yeah, Tara, we might have to like get you on a dating show as well. See if there's a, and then y'all just come back and tell us how whether the dudes was good or whether they was raggedy.
Right.
I ain't gonna vouch for nobody. I'm just gonna set it up.
Because y'all women be having that different single too now. Don't let y'all fool you. Y'all got situationships. You were single. No, I'm not that single, but I'm single.
Situationship.
Sometimes sometimes you need a situation shit. Just don't do it when you married. That's all I'm saying.
It's over when you married. No more situation.
Rich Holmes, give the people some closing remarks and the benedictory of prayer.
Let's see. People, I hope something today was said on this show. It was a crazy show today, but it was fun. I hope something was said that was impactful to help you be motivated to get up and try it again. Get up and do it again. Get up and go. Like I always say, life is choice driven. You will live and die by the choices that you choose to make. But I got a hint for you today. Choose life. God, thank you for today. Thank you for our special guest. We pray for a special blessing on her life, on her business, on her whatever you have planned for her, Lord God. We thank you. It's coming to pass. It will be impactful, and she will make a mark on this next generation that will not be erased. We pray for everyone that's listening, Lock stars, rock stars. We pray that this be the best week they ever experienced. Until we meet again, we see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Amen.
Hey, y'all, this has been a phenomenal show. Shout out to all the Lock stars, the rock stars, and the worldwide worship warriors who was on here. Hey, we all here. This is where it's at, man. I appreciate y'all for locking in. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, this is always the comment that we always looking for right here. When Mama JP, that's Eric's mama, when she said we had it absolutely, she said absolutely awesome. That's how we know. She ain't used that word, Lock. It was good today. It was good to stop by. Hey. Yeah, when she says it's good, and then watch this right here. Yeah, we're gonna do a pop the balloon version. And Eric is somewhere firing somebody. He had to run, but he wanted you to know good job. And he said Tara. He's so disrespectful. Annoying. He's just so disrespectful. Hey, y'all, check this out. Before we close out of here, make sure y'all subscribing. Make sure y'all following. Y'all see the Instagram handles for everybody around their names. Y'all go and follow all of these people and support their stuff. Support their stuff and be more than a supporter. Be a customer. Be a fan. Be a, vibe with them for real. Like really rock out. Really worldwide with them. Really lock in with them. Like really do that stuff. Really view with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm using taglines from all of y'all. So y'all really do that stuff because y'all see these are good people that we have on here. And if you're in the Illinois area, I want to throw this up there real quick. This track just got me. I'm jamming. If you're in the Illinois area, though, let me throw this up on the screen real quick. On this Thursday, if you got nothing going on, I've been talking about ways you can advocate for community. And so I want to make sure, if you're in the Illinois area, that we are going to Springfield. We're going to the state capitol, and we are advocating for Community Healing Resource Center Network. People who have been traumatized by gun violence and all that, communities that have been traumatized by it. We see to the needs of making sure that they get to the counseling and other things that they need, as well as getting them to other resources. And then we're advocating for ending permanent punishments. We got some stuff. We got still a long way to go. Illinois has done very good up until this point, but we ain't there yet. We still got other things we're advocating for. So check that out. There's a QR code on there that you can go check out. Listen, I love y'all, and I'm just excited to have had such a good show today. Thank y'all for all being here. I'm going to just jam out for 1 second. Hold on. All right, cool. Let's get out. Hey! Crab motion. I love y'all, man. Listen, this has been great. Oh, y'all gotta jam out. We getting out of here. I love y'all. We'll see y'all. God bless y'all. Tell the people bye, y'all. There you go. Hey.